hot out of New Orleans. We are back for another fight night. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Velly. Right next to me, we have... Do I even need to give you an intro?
You know what? I take it anyway.
You are Fight Night.
No, you're Fight Night now. Imagine, no. But you know what, guys? Hey, I always appreciate Fight Night being back.
Yes.
We had a wonderful time in New Orleans. Actually, I think that was the best.
My favorite event.
Yeah.
My favorite.
My favorite, actually. That was my favorite Gears of War event the entire season.
So I have something to say.
2 seasons.
Yes. Mexico, I thought was mind-blowing. Vegas, the upsets are ridiculous.
Well, I think it was different positives on each one, right? I think when it came down to the Mexico event that we had this year, the fans were so electric, the crowd was amazing, and just being in that atmosphere was something special. When it came down to NOLA, it was just, I feel like the OG Gears community was fired up. I felt like we had a lot of great matches, and I believe that the players said as well that this was their favorite event when it came down to having the toughest competition.
Oh, hands down. And I spoke with a lot of pros and coaches and whatnot, and just the level of competition has never been this high before.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the show. I want to take a look at our schedule, God Blaze. I'm really excited about Optic against Ghost, but Fatal Ambition versus Disrupt. This is going to be a special one, because most of these guys have never played on Fight Night before.
Exactly, and you know what? You guys always hear me say it. That's the beauty about Fight Night, right? Anytime that we can get a matchup where we have at least 8 players in that matchup that we don't know who they are, or if they're new players, I believe that's beautiful. Why? Because that's what Fight Night is for. This is the first stepping ground of getting noticed, right? Of showing us what you got.
The spotlight is here, baby. You got to show out. Listen, this is where careers are made. And this is where careers end. But hey,
that's true.
Fight Night. I'm really excited for this first match. There's a few names that I saw on these rosters, such as Diminutives and whatnot. And Blaze, I'm really excited to see what this Mexican region can do here on Fight Night, because we saw Optic Mexico, okay? But we're not going to give them the shine tonight. I'm going to give the shine to the rest of the players out here in the the Latin American nation, because these guys come into play. But ladies and gentlemen, here are your map bans and picks. First map, Reclaim, Lift, and Force Blitz if needed. What can we expect on Reclaim?
Well, especially for this first map, it's going to be down to the nitty-gritty, right? Big team fights, teams that can, come out on top of those team fights with losing very few players are going to be the ones to kind of come out victorious on this one.
I agree.
Just based off, I believe that when you look at the 6 competitive maps that we got, when it comes down to the 3 hills, this is the map where they're the closest, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that means that you win those big team fights, you have a high chance of getting some of those quicker dominations as well. Also, this is something else to take account.
Drop it on this.
This is the first time we get to see 2.8 in a competitive setting.
This is 2.8.
This is 2.8.
Oh, I'm ready.
So this is the first time.
Another reason why I really like this map, Blaze, is because of the initial. We see action right out the gate. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Fatal Ambition and Disrupt. We're going to see a few Lancer Fire download by Apples, but Immortal gets taken out for the first blood. You see if Nexus can go ahead and redeem his teammate. He was unable to overdose with the double kill, and already this team, the Swarm team, they're flying. They want kills, Blaze.
Yo, you know what? I'm loving the aggression. So this Fatal Ambition team this Fatal Ambition team took down Optic Mexico.
No way.
It was Optic Mexico with a +1.
Okay.
I forgot who their fill-in was, but I think their fill-in was Reflame.
That's big.
But they had a fill-in, but still, it just shows that the Fatal Ambition team still a lot of talented players on that Optic Mexico team. Even if they are just missing one, and you see Fatal Ambition with the pressure.
Already,
and that's going to be a wipe.
Okay, game, it seems like it just started. We see a domination already. And this is a sign of things to come in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see Fatal Ambition pretty much run away with this. But something that I like to hear you talk about, you always say the first round.
No kills, bro. No kills by anybody. Nobody got kills, actually.
Get out of here.
Not a single kill was
picked up. Turn on your monitors. Turn them on.
Not a single kill was picked up on the side of Disrupt.
Okay, I like BG because he always shows up. We see them in Fight Nights, and, he's good. So the fact that this team went out without any kills, it's insane. But the first weapon drop of the day.
So that's going to be so B-God. Is going to be how you pronounce his name. And I know it's a lot of these Latin American names in which, you guys know me. I can't talk about pronouncing gamer tags, right? But I've been a lot better in Season 2. But, yeah, so that's going to be B-God. And, we saw him at the last event. This Disrupt team, they were looking to make some noise. You know what I'm saying? They were looking to make some noise, and they were looking to take down Ghosted Crew as well. If I am not mistaken, I think they did take a map off of Ghosted Crew in full.
Wow.
But ultimately, they had a so-so event, but we'll see, going back to the drawing board with a new roster as well, making some slight changes. What can they do?
With the current stats at 9 kills for Fatal Ambition and 0 for Disrupt. We're going to see if Disrupt can go ahead and get their first kill on the board. And yes, it's finally happened, but 3 kills happened for Fatal Ambition. There's 3 players for Disrupt died. 4 down now. Beast is the last one alive. Can he do something?
Big kill!
Dominic's timer is coming.
You got to touch that hill.
He has to get the hill place. Can he do it? No. He gets down, and Fatal Ambition walks away with their second round.
Oh, if he just had to try to dodge, like put himself in a position to dodge that melee, but that guy with the meat shield was standing dead center within an archway, and he was waiting. He says, you know, whichever wall you're gonna up A to and try to curve that shot, I just gotta take one step and hit that melee button and get that damage in on you. Most importantly, not even for the down, but just to slow him down, right? That melee will stop them dead in their tracks for a little bit.
But just for IQ purposes, Blaze, you saw he didn't rush in with his teammate with a shotgun to fight in the 2v1. Instead, he held on to the meat shield and protected that hill. How important is it to actually take your time and hold off these hills just in case something crazy happens?
It's very important, right? Because you got to always put yourself in a position to make the perfect play, even if it's an offensive play or a defensive play, right? Because we know that in escalation, anything can happen. So I believe the boom got placed down low. And so I actually love the boom down low on the first half rather than up top, even though you do have a hill in the second half. The reason is because if you win this team fight, the domination is so quick because of how close those home hills are down to that barn, right? The map actually plays out a little bit quicker. You're going to see 3 quick kills in succession by Disrupt. They're looking, they say, hey, you know what, we're kind of better at this boom fight. Let's get it down and switch up the momentum a little bit, switch up the tempo of this game, and see if we can come out with a round. And that's 4 quick kills in succession. We'll see if they can get the domination, but this is also what makes it important, right? Because if you send a guy to fight the 1v1 in bold, which that fight turns into, he can extend these rounds out early. So you got to make sure you got a heavy hitter up top defending that B hill once that boom gets placed early.
But not only that, Blaze, but it seems like the tide's returned. We saw Immortal going. He got the boom shot untouched. He was able to walk out alive. Yeah, he whipped 1 or 2, but that's the great thing, the fact that they were able to switch the fight from the boat where they were unable to get kills at, send it down to the barn, and run away with it. Disrupt might have something on their hands, but here we are. Gameplay starting to slow down a little bit. Visu picks up the hammer burst, but we're on board with Overdose. 3 kills and 2 downs. We're going to see if he can go ahead and make a play.
And so, you know, if Champ the Lad, I believe it was Champ who was defending that B-Hill playing that 1v1. And, you know, we'll see who it is on the next round. But winning that 1v1 was crucial, right? He loses that. That's the quick domination going in favor of Disrupt. But now you have to be wary of that boom shot coming up off the respawn. So as teams, after they pick up that boom shot, they kind of transition into a normal 2-cap holding their B-Hill and their home hill. But this is where it kind of works out for you as well if you're the other team, because you know they're going to be stacked high. As long as you can defend your home hill, get that bottom bar control around like the 20-second mark of that boom respawning, and then you have yourself in a good spot. You got enough players that's close to defend the home hill, you get a boom shot, and you can kind of play for that that home hill setup on this map, even though sometimes it does not work out. But having that boom down low makes it a better setup.
And with a 2-to-1 hill advantage, the COG team, they're trying to hold base right now. As you see, Fiercely, he's moving in with a teammate. They want to capture the C hill. They want to better the odds by capping another hill and putting the COG team out of it. So here we are with the headshot. Immortal takes out Demon, but Fiercely, that capping, ooh, here we go. He wasn't capping the hill immediately, which could have been a mistake, and somebody came behind him and took him out. So that helped out the COG team big time. But the next boom shot was picked up by the men. It's a heads-up play from another veteran from the Latin American community, and we might see Swarm on the move.
All right, let's see. He did shoot 1 boom, did pick up a kill as well, but he has 1 in hand. So you see him, they're kind of in that 2-hill setup that I was talking about, where it's a little bit easier to hold if you get the boom. But the thing is also is that at this point, this time in the game, Disruption went off of 1 hill. So Dementis needs to be smart with the boom.
I don't think we've seen a boom shot kill yet, Blaze. The second boom, and you know, he went out. But here we go, 1 last push for the Swarm team in order to go ahead and take this round back for him. But it looks very unlikely as Champ the Lad is taken out by B-God, and Disrupt takes their first round of the day.
That was a hard-fought round by Disrupt. And it wasn't many plays he can actually make with that boom shot in that situation. The only one I can see is him probably trying to rush up top and pick up at least a double kill from his teammates losing that fight. But when you get in a pressure situation, literally every one of your teammates have to play perfectly.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do. Put the instance up top. It's becoming a 1v1 fight, right? And I believe that also at the same time, Fatal Ambition is saying that, hey, last time I won my 1v1, right? If you give me incense or if you give me nades, I can extend the round out just a little bit longer as well. until you guys can come off respawn. And typically we'll be in a 16-second respawn round, but I do believe in 2.8 they increased the respawn timer, so I will we'll check at the beginning of the next round because I believe this is the 18-second respawn round. So
I believe so. And a few changes to 2.8 that I like a lot, ladies and gentlemen, is that strafing really makes a big difference here. So we're taking a look at Immortal. Here he goes with the double kill. Immortal using his movement, something that's special in 2.8. You can bring out more play styles and different types of, strafing and fights out in these games. So 4 down for Fatal Ambition. Disrupt gets the boom shot, and they're on the move once again. We might see the tides are turning. One player guarding the B hill for Fatal Ambition, but Disrupt, they're looking to take it back.
They are definitely looking to take it back, Val. But you see the home hill setup coming out in favor of Disrupt, right? This is what I was talking about. They can win the team fight, they can win the boom, but those instants up top and that key player winning his 1v1s are extending around. Also, the thing is that maybe their biggest mistake was not putting a drop shot in that barn to start down low, because hitting those boom shot angles trying to push up from the stairs is very difficult no matter what caliber of a player you are. You're going to have to be very ballsy with those boom shots, trying to get some splash damage off some walls just to try to extend out those rounds. But you see them doing a good job, and that's Fatal Ambition, defending this neutral hill. They got the 2-hill advantage as well. They're looking to push through, try to clean up this kill on Wells, get some damage in, possibly play for the trim cap domination.
Here we go. This is what I like to see. Gameplay, textbook gameplay from Fatal Ambition. Now rushing in with shotguns, but using your lancers, using your angles to weaken out players when you have an advantage. So domination's coming through. We're going to see if Disco can go ahead and make a huge play. And he doesn't seem like he's able to.
Man, and they tried it. They tried it, Val. But you see Fatal Ambition just pushing through, super aggressive, but they played it perfectly, right? And their strategy worked out by just having those incendies, and it's going to come down to Disrupt. This is what it is. The guy who's in that 1v1 spot up top, if he would have won his 1v1 both rounds, it would have been 2 rounds for Disrupt. It would have been that quick, right? But he just needs to find a way to extend it out somewhat.
But I don't know if you noticed at the beginning, but shout out to Cleaner in the back for showing us the overview of the map. The guy on Fatal Ambition that's going to the instance 1v1 gets there so much faster than the other guy. He takes a better route.
Let's pay attention to that.
The difference, the seconds when it comes to going there, is huge because you get
that is. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Yeah. He's right on the opening jump. Are they sending it? Yeah.
He comes up from the apples. Look how slow he is.
The small things like that, right? His route is all jacked up. But that guy's being passive, but he's realizing, too, he still got slowed down by the smoke at the end. So it's B-Guy versus Demon. That's been a fight. And B-Guy played it right first. He went for the quick pick on the incense. Now you got to use him defensively to cap this hill.
Throwing fire.
Okay, he's going to slow him down a little bit. But don't die. But now in the big team fight, in this round, it was Fatal Ambition to win the team fight for boom shot. So that's the most important thing for them.
B-Guy putting down Lancer report big time, shooting the Minims and Fiercely in the middle of the map as these guys rotating around. It looks like they're trying to regain B-Guy. So by taking it slow and covering both sides of this bowl area, they're going to try to take out B-Guy to get the B-Hill. Here we go, B-Guy trying to make a huge play, pushes up, he gets 1 kill on Overdose.
All right, I like it.
3 more players.
You know,
coming in for him.
He was getting kind of cooked by Demon the 2 previous rounds beforehand.
He was.
But he made his adjustments and he made the best out of it. And now he has kind of kept his team in his round and been locking down that B-Hill by himself. But here comes the aggression.
That's scared. And it didn't pay off. B-Guy trying to make a statement, but he gets Lancer down by Fiercely, a guy who was hiding by the apples. He was able to put out Lancer support fire that down B-Guy. But B-Guy gets up. He was not taking out full red. He goes to the B-Hill with the 2 teammates. He's going to try to recover health. But Fatal Ambition putting out heavy support fire, making sure that this team, they're not able to breathe. They're making sure that they fight for this B-Hill. They're not giving it up easily.
All right, let's see. You're going to see Multi-City putting some shots out there. Cannot connect with that one. And that's Demon. Back up top. And he's going to fall, but you still see 3 kills coming out for Fatal Ambition. And they're staying aggressive. The B-Hill getting decapped. They got both home hills. Nexus can't get back to his home hill to defend it. Uh-oh, B-Hill. One last ditch effort. The smoke goes down and he's going to regain his health, backing up. And this is actually, I was going to say Fatal Ambition is going to choose to back up, but here comes the rest of the reinforcements. They said, no, let's end this game now. staying on top of this home hill, and let's force everybody to us. We don't want this way. Let's do it again.
Oh, Blaze, you thought they were going to back up. No, Fatal Ambition, we're watching the same game. This is a team that makes sure that when they're up in numbers, they run in and go for the kill. They go for the domination. They don't like to settle and win by points. But Demon, 15 kills on this Fatal Ambition squad. Safe to say that he's the top player on this roster.
Definitely can. So let's see. So you have to kind of play something in the middle. This is usually a nade spot. I wouldn't be surprised if a sniper goes down there or an overkill or something like that. It's got to be between those weapons and nades. But overkills are pretty OP still. So, you know, you got to...
I want to see more of them.
I do, but it comes down... I always love seeing more overkills, more enforcers, right?
Yeah.
But it just comes down to those players saying, hey, let's use them. But also, you have other weapons that's viable, right? You got the bow tie, you got the marks. So both those weapons, you can kind of pick up those long-range kills with those headshots, right? So, you know, they're a little bit more preferred than the other ones, but you know, in certain situations, the enforcer and when it comes down to the overkill, they're very, very useful.
Nex is able to bully his way at the bottom of barn. He picks up the boom shot. He has it with the shotgun, but Fiercely on board with him. He's going to try to make a play. Him and Demon are the last ones left alive for Fatal Ambition, so he has to make a miracle happen. B-Hill is being capped by this team, but Demon going out for a kill. Fiercely on his own in two separate 1v1s. Demon is taking out Fiercely. Tried to fight for his life. Headshotted by Visu, who gets a double kill, but on board with Overdose. Making sure his hill is capped. He wants to make sure his team has a fighting chance. These guys have to draw the round out. Boom shot in the hands of Nexus. They have to play extremely smart in order to not get triple captured.
You're going to see that boom is going to connect to Nexus. That's going to be 3 down on the side of Fatal Ambition. But let's see if Chance can try to extend this round out. I don't think he can. And that's going to be 22-second round.
I like this. Disrupt. Letting everybody know that they're not down for the count. These boys want to fight. They want to win. And this is what you do on Fight Night. Most of these guys, like I said before, their first time on Fight Night. I really want to see them make this a great game and go down to the wire. I don't like seeing teams get beat up on here, Blaze.
And you know what, folks? This is going to be halftime. So with halftime, all power weapons being wiped off the map, we're going to be going back. And you do see it's 12 seconds at the top, all right? So and to inform everybody on 2.8, if you guys did not know, those respawn timers got 2 seconds added on to them.
I like it.
So that means that we should see, you know, probably a little bit some faster games, some more dominations, depending on which rounds they are. But that changes up the gameplay a lot.
I say it depends on the team. You have to really value your lives now. With those 2 seconds added on, it makes a big difference. All right?
Yep.
All right, and Nex is being aggressive as ever. Pushing up for the one shot. He misses Dementus, pulls out a shot. He gets the kill before he gets taken out by Visu, but Visu plans route. He sees Immortal in a potential 1v2, but Immortal positions himself with multi-city. Power in numbers. Visu goes for the kill, gets taken out by Fiercely. And here we are with domination coming through Nexus. The last line of defense, taking out 2 headshots as well.
What you gonna do, Immortal?
All right.
Can't do nothing.
He's gonna die, Blaze.
But maybe just touching that hill one time may have brought his teammate B-God.
Get in the hill, B-God. Here we go. Smoke works in his favor. He gets 1 kill.
That's perfect. They're gonna have to back off of this.
This is nice. He brought his team enough time. B-God's kill was so big. Just 4 kills in 6 rounds. But you know what? It's the kills that matter. All right? So B-God moving in towards barn, but he gets hit with a fury of Lancer fire. Guys in the barn area covered by Storm, making sure that their lanes are covered. But as you see right now, Disrupt pushes down. They want to get position and take over this middle kill. We're going to see B-God can do that.
Yeah, you see most of the Fatal Ambition. They got some power position top barn, but they're trying to work together. But behind that cover, delivering some
B-God!
Okay, making it look smooth.
Get the 4! Get the... Wait.
Yes, he is. He got it.
Wait, was that the 3rd or the 4th?
It don't even matter. He just laid them all out.
All right, B-God.
But now, can he get this? This will be the 4th if he can get that. This will be the 4th kill in barn.
Woo! Stop him!
2.8!
Stop it!
Oh man, they gonna close it out? Yes, they will. That player thought he got a touch inside that hill. Disrupt puts another round on the board, folks, and we got a Latin American 2K final in our hands.
You know what I like about 2.8?
What's up?
I like I said earlier, I said, you know, strafing is back in a big way. You and I, we played some pickups lately. I've been working on my two-step, boy.
Yeah, I see.
I mean, you bodied me a few times.
You still play like you're doing Gears 1, and it's actually kind of annoying. And the reason why I say he plays like that, because all he does is hold his roadie run down and takes as many. He doesn't mind taking as many shots as he can until he gets himself in one-shot range. And if you don't point blank him, he's going to chunk you every single time. Now,
you better hit your shots.
And now in Gears 1, yeah, okay, you can do that, but with you, you'll go hit that melee, hit that BLT, and get a free kill, right?
Right.
Yeah, but, you know, don't worry about it. I got you figured out, brother.
We're going to see you later on. But Overdose, come to get a kill, was unable to help out Divinus. Bisu with double kill. 15 kills so far, 8 rounds. On board with Chance the Last. Gets his nice one shot. He's going to go for a second. It looks like he's into a 1v2 when he backs up. Safe play. Makes some distance between you and Immortal. I like that.
You know what? I love 1v1s
Don't force
like
the
that.
fight.
Because I learned a lot about a player in situations like that.
He knows what he's doing.
How can they stay alive? Do they know when they push? Do they know when to back up? You know? And Champ made the right plays. He didn't get too aggressive knowing that his teammates were not with him. And you're going to see Fatal Ambition. They're looking to get down towards bottom bar. They're looking to get aggressive. And can we take a look at the overhead map for a quick second? I see all those players down low inside that barn. You're going to see. Now Champ the Lad. So he's going to actually say, you know what, this is 2v2. Can I isolate it? He cannot. B-God was waiting for him. And so now with that kill, that Dimensions guy, he can get the flank top barn, but he's going to have one player that says, you know what, I got to go fight this fight. And that's going to leave an opening for Fiercely to kind of push down low bottom barn with his teammate as well.
All right, here we are. 2v2 Fiercely moving in with shotgun. He's able to get Foray. He gets it down. Gets a kill on X. Gets a double kill. A multi-city and domination coming through play. Here we are with Demon gets one kill. Can he get the second? No.
Okay.
Taking him out these two.
All right.
Cog team
but he's down quick.
Another second.
He's down quick.
Swarm players, 4 Swarm players down their home hill. Looking unlikely for this on the fifth round. And here we are tied, 5-3 in favor of Fatal Ambition.
Yep, 5-3 in favor of Fatal Ambition. We'll see if they can get another 2 rounds in a row. It has seemed to be the pattern with these guys. I'm curious about what these weapon selections are going to be. Now, this is the time where maybe you go boom shot up top now, right? You kind of flip-flop it. They chose to put the block down low with Fatal Ambition, all right? And so also we got to take into account is that Disrupt was the team beforehand that placed it, all right? So they was like, hey, we lost a round. We're not trying to have you guys fight down low for this boom shot.
Yeah.
If Disrupt wins another round, there will be a boom shot or a drop shot placed up top on his B hill.
It makes sense.
Which I think will be the right play. Why? Because just like on the first half, if you get a drop shot on that B hill with those home hills being as close to where that drop shot is located, it's going to equal out to a lot of dominations. Make that barn a 1v1 fight, you know, and bring everybody up top, because you saw how Disrupt was trying to pretty much run away from Fatal Ambition in the first half of the game. That's why they placed the boom shot down low.
He's being sneaky. Go back to the guy up top. I want to see Immortal, please. Okay, Immortal, he rebuilt his position, but they got Demon away from the home hill. So D hill. Double home hill setup is looking likely for the Disrupt roster.
Oh, get down across the map.
So here we go, it's happening. Domination coming through. Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen at home, Blaze, you're the analyst, you know better. The fact that Disrupt was able to send an extra player up top to Bo to sneak around.
Oh.
They were able to get the fast double home hill setup, send everyone else down to the B hill and slowly win that. I like that from the Disrupt.
Oh, I like it. That was, man.
Trick strats, man.
It's the little things, right?
Yeah.
But you see how annoying that Markster player was up top, you know? And they kind of work together to make sure they can secure that home hill, and still, from no matter what position he was in with that Marks in hand, he was still able to contribute to the fight down low. But like I told you, it was going to be a boom shot or something going up top. Now, Disrupt ran away from this B fight early on in the first 2 rounds. They knew that, you know what? Fatal Ambition, they're the better team in the situation. But Fatal Ambition, they've been playing them right. They knew that, hey, you know what? We only need 2 weapon selections in the second half to kind of set this map up the way that we want it to be set up. And they started off with a block. So smart move by these guys. We'll see what Disrupt wants to do. Demon going back to fight his 1v1 versus B-God as well. I believe he does have the tally on it. And I think, but that's gonna be, they're gonna just rotate around each other. Okay, let's go up top, because that's the real fight I want to look at towards this boom shot. You're gonna see both teams trading off kills. So now it's a 2v2 fight. Looking to get one more good shot in on this player. He tried to get it, but couldn't. Here comes reinforcements. That's a back A. Fiercely protecting the boom shot, and that should be his main focus. Not so much about.
Oh, he had. There he goes.
Man.
I was gonna say he has to win this. He wanted, got the boom shot, kills himself. But hey, big play from Fiercely, the last one alive on his team at a time. He had to go huge, and he did exactly that. Defensive. Here he is in a 1v1, excuse me, a 1v2. He gets down in a fight he cannot die in.
But
picked up by his teammate. Boom shot is still down,
yeah,
Blaze.
I was gonna say they may be able to get it. Oh,
he
did get it, but he didn't connect with it. But it's okay. They were able to get the revive and the kill, but the situation was a little bit more difficult than what they thought it was gonna be. And Champ just staying alive. And he recognizes that, hey, this bowl isn't as important, not with that boom shot there. He's just trying to get away for his life, but he cannot. So currently, Fatal Ambition with 2 hills in their favor, Vel. And the boom shot's going to be up in 1 minute and 15 seconds. Okay. You got to be smart with your rotations on this one. But if I am Fatal Ambition, I just kind of get all my teammates to kind of group up on our home hill, and we make a team push towards the B hill.
Yes, with the 2-to-1 hill advantage and up by 30 seconds. It's looking extremely well for Disrupt as they can potentially tie the map in rounds right now. But Dementive fighting to stay alive in his home hill. If you take a look at the center blaze, like you said, boom shot should be up in less than a minute at this point.
They got to push him out quick.
Yeah.
They got to push him out. They got to recognize that those kills right there probably aren't as important. And now this guy is in the vicinity of this boom shot, so getting that kill will still be useful. But if they would have just flooded up top and got the high ground and took the 2v1 quickly, I think that would have been a better play for him. And you see them, they're still focusing down low a lot. Now the boom shot is 30 seconds exactly to respawn, so they're still at least in a good position. I'm more curious about the other players up top. Are they going to be able to contest this boom? And they just got to get in position quick enough. Right now, they currently are not in position, but you see the marks. It's in the hand of Demon. He's going to be in a power spot to just get some damage in on that boom shot because he has to stand still when he pick it up. He just needs to make sure he secures the sight line for the respawn. 5 seconds to respawn. We're getting some good damage in as well.
Demon, 22 kills, 7 down.
Yep, he sees it.
Oh, he knows what he's doing. He pushes some shots. He should be full red at this point. So Demon doing what he could,
but he
best.
He got the 3 shots in, right?
Yeah.
He was trying to get that headshot, just could not get it, but you still got to give him props for it. He set himself up to make the right play. It's just that their rotation should have been a little bit sooner.
Demon trying to extend around. He runs up to the guy with the boom shot. Gets the 1 shot. That was a boom shot.
Oh,
did he pocket it?
Happen. No, it's on the ground.
No. Okay.
I think it's on the ground.
2 left alive for Disrupt, but the boom shot is on the ground. But you got to
decap E.
You don't have that much time. You have to go and get E. You have to make
it's 2 down there. So it's a 2v1 down there. I think they're feeling really confident in this fight.
B-God. Here it goes. B-God has to run in.
B-God, what you gonna do, big fella?
Are you about that life? No. Yeah. B-God taken out. And here we are. 6-4 Fatal Ambition.
All right.
I like that.
All right.
You know, I love when the Mexican community plays here on Fight Night.
I do too as well.
They bring it.
The entire LATAM community. They're just
I love them.
They're the best.
I love them. Every single one of them.
But this is also too, we're getting a chance to see this without Optic Mexico in it, And but still I love to see the rest of the teams, right? The other, 2nd through 5th place teams, going at it. But also one thing that's so special about this first map in general is that we get to see 2.8 in action under the spotlight for the first time. Now, I know a lot of these players have been scrimming since Monday on it, but this is still a different environment.
Yeah.
And 2.8 is so impactful for the play styles and, giving the players who aren't, very heavy towards the wall bouncing, they give them an option, right?
Old people like me.
Exactly, and
there
like me as well, right? So it makes their gameplay a little bit better because it gives them another play style if they want a wall bounce or strafe, because a lot of those players are better at strafing, right?
Yeah.
And but now I think it's going to be so impactful. We're going to see a lot of new teams at the top, Bill. A lot of new teams at the top.
Overdose with the first blood, taking out Immortal with a swift headshot. So with 2 players in the bow and a boom at their disposal. All right, Overdose gets the revive. He gets revived, gets taken down immediately. But Multi-City trying to make each play, gets 1 kill, next gets another. Boom shot still is on the ground. Fable City has to get that down. He gets that and the boom shot. So Disrupt fighting to stay alive, but on board with Demon. 24 kills, 9 downs. This guy is slaying out of his mind. He captures the middle hill. But what do they do now? They do not have boom shot. All right, 3 players just spawn. This time for Fatal Ambition to fight back and keep their mate up.
Yeah, and you know, Demon, he's extended a lot of these rounds out for Fatal Ambition. You got to give him credit where credit is due. He's going to make sure he gets close to that teammate for the revive. That boom shot's not going to be in any position as well to kind of trade out both those kills. You see Multi-City being annoyed with that Marksa in hand, too, just trying to make sure he gets some shots in. So at this point, you're going to see Fatal Ambition actually choose to try to push towards the high side of the map. Now, I like the play and I like the rotation, especially if that boom shot is down low.
Yeah.
The reason why is because you get to get high ground over the boom shot. So that's going to up your chances of either dodging a boom or getting an upper hand on him when he decides to push up top and try to break this home hill setup in which you guys are striving for.
All right, Disrupt had the beautiful flank as V2 came up behind an opposing member, chased him out of E. So E is in Cog's hands. So Demon, he's trying to disrupt that. He's unable to. Gets down by Lancer. A boom shot kills another player on this Fatal Ambition roster. So fiercely, in the desperation attempt, he starts a shotgun fight, but he's staying strong in the 1v3 at the window, going to the door, gets taken out by Immortal. Dementos also for red gets taken out, but it looks like this Disrupt team, a team that started off extremely slow, going 0-9 when it came to kills and deaths. Now fighting back there, capping the hill. Blaze might see a 5-6, maybe a 6-6 for the bread later on.
It's okay because they have 2 rounds to close this one out, right? And you see they have not lost more than 2 rounds in a row so far in this entire matchup. It just, you know, one thing that Fatal Ambition has been doing, they've been playing this as a chess match like you should. They've been thinking a few rounds ahead. They've been making the slight adjustments that they've needed to try to stay ahead of Disrupt and not blow this lead. So they do actually put that overkill mid-map. Now,
I like it.
I said it beforehand. We were curious if that was going to be one of the selections. You know what? I think when you have these 4 players kind of focused up top, right, for this boom shot, I feel like if it's not going to be B-God, it's going to be Demon who kind of goes to that overkill and takes that overkill to work shot to fight that 1v1, which will almost be a guaranteed kill. So,
get the overkill, please.
They both going to fight the top arm, but this is an important one. Both teams seem stunned going in, but the one player is going to come out stunned beforehand, and that's going to be Overdose. So 3 quick kills. Now you need to transition down low. This is where you get that hill to kind of hold off. And I think B-God won this fight against Demon. So B-God overextended to the spawn of Fatal Ambition, trying to get the home hill.
Huge play by Nexus. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, the Marksa can kill people from far away if you hit him with the headshots. Nexus, 20 kills and 10 downs, a double-double for the map. He's trying to extend the round for his team. So, is it boom shot?
Now, you know what? I need to see somebody with a triple-double and have a triple-double would be dope because the time dead would be in the double digits, which would still be very impressive. Yo, I needed to see my first triple-double on stream. You got to have less than 100 seconds dead, which is going to be difficult, but if you can do that.
If that happens on Fight Night, I'll give that person.
I'm challenging Optic in Ghost Gaming somebody to give me a triple-double tonight. If it's going to be anybody, it's going to be close.
All right, so domination coming through for the Fatal Ambition team. They're able to clear out these kills with boom shots used and lots of shotgun fights. Here we are, 7-5 in favor of Fatal Ambition.
And Fatal Ambition, they close out that round, folks, and that was a good map 1 for these guys. You know, they came out swinging. You see 25 kills for Demon. He won a lot of key 1v1s in those isolated situations in order to either extend the round for him or get that early domination.
I'm going to say it again. Shout out to the whole Mexican, Puerto Rican, Latin American community. We love you guys. You know why I like them a lot?
Yeah.
I like them more than NA because they always fight for what they want. And these guys, they come in every event, every fight night, and you know they bring something new to the table.
Yeah, they do.
We see like Demon. I didn't know Demon was that good.
Yeah,
Demon's a beast.
You know, and that's him. You know, it's a lot of these players in their respective regions in which are super dominant, right? In which we don't get a chance to highlight all the time. That's why when I saw the roster for these 2 teams, I said, hey, this is going to be a great one because
I loved it.
we get to see something new.
Oh, yeah. So, shout out to Fatal Ambition. So, Disrupt, it looked like it was all over for them. Starting off 0-9 the first map. The first round. I thought, you know, they were done, but they made some adjustments. Kind of like what we see the top teams do, like Echo Fox and whatnot.
Yeah.
They shift the fight over to the other side of the map. How smart is that in regards to, you know, getting better?
It is smart, and it's smart because the simple reason is that you got to understand which team fights do your team preference more than the others, right? Also, if you realize that your opponent is beating you in those team fights, let's say, for example, we're playing B, make the early switch and commit to it early so that you don't find yourself in a hole early on in the game because when you get yourself that far in a hole for escalation, That's a difficult thing, Bill.
And the one thing about escalation that I like now is that, you know, there's extra seconds added on to the time dead. So you can't just throw your lives away. You have to play smart. In regards to playing smart, I really like what I saw from Disrupt, because as you get up there in teams, you have to learn, rather than just killing people, it's more than that. It's about strategizing, throwing that extra player up top to sneak around and get the double home hill cap, which is what we saw later on in the map. I really like that.
Also, I was going to say, when you got two teams of this caliber, right?
Yeah.
And a map like Reclaim is slowly turning into this battle where the first weapon selection is either going to be the dual support spots, or it's going to be
something big.
It's going to be that B hill or that E hill, right? Whatever power weapon, bottom barn or top bowl. So it's one of those two, but you got to prioritize that early on, where it's just like you got to do the scouting on your opponents. Like, hey, which fight are they good at? And you start to see those booms get placed early, those drop shots get placed early, and that's, you know, that's very key, right? It's part of that chess match. You got to be able to scout your opponents out and get those early blocks in, or make sure you got the power weapons down that you want for those big team engagements.
Another thing that's important that not a lot of people talk about, play your game, all right? Don't strategize around your opponent. Make your opponent play your game, because if you know you're better off in barn area than, what, B hill up top and bowl, put something big down there. Force the fight in your favor. Put down weapons that teams aren't used to seeing. I want to see more of this overkill, man.
Yeah, but I think we are.
Yeah.
We are, since it can be put in those middle spots, we are seeing a lot more of it, because in situations where teams don't want to add another set of nades down, that's good. So Reclaimed and Foundation across mid-map, we always see at least nades and inskins both get placed down. But if you don't want that long-distance explosive weapon, put the overkill down. You know, even though, don't get me wrong, it is explosive at long distance if you know how to shoot it correctly.
I want to see someone go off with it.
Definitely explosive at close ranges, but not the same as a frag grenade.
Here we are on left. We're going to see if Fatal Ambition can run away with the 2-0 win, or Disrupt can show everybody at home, you know, we still have some fight in us. You know, we're better than them, and take it to tiebreaker map. But left, one of my favorite maps, because it it includes a lot of different play styles, not only individual skill, but a lot of teamwork, a lot of Lancer fire. I really want to see who's going to fight that 2v2.
Now, you know, I don't know, you know, when it comes down to the Latin American community, who really, actually, this is probably a part of your question if you're watching, my brother. I'm curious, because I want to say, when it comes down to these 10 players, I want to say that I don't believe that any of these guys have won a LATAM 2K, right, before. Now, it may be one or two players in here, but, you know, pretty much LATAM 2K was pretty much dominated by the Optic Mexico team for the longest. But then you had other teams out there like Fire and Ice, and also World's Best, who possibly could have won on some weekends as well, for the weekends where Optic Mexico has not. So that's the real question. I'm just not sure about, but I do believe on both these teams there's a few players who have not won a 2K before.
Yeah, the biggest names stand out to me right now: Visu, V-God, and also Dimensions. We've seen them on Fight Nights, we've seen them on LAN, we've seen them a lot of different places. So I'm going to see if they're really going to stand out as veterans to big stage. But Demon getting pushed for Mochi City, unable to get a hit in this. He's taken out by Demon. So we're going to see a huge scramble for this A-Hill Immortal, trying to do as much as he can with one down but no kills. He puts the shotgun fire, but the Lancer hitting him, and the guy pushing with a shotgun. Is he going to be able to do it? Ooh, he gets the chunk on overdose. No, that's the win to me. He gets a trade, gets taken out by Demon. But what is Demon going to do here with V-God guarding the A?
That's the real question. And you see V-God being patient, Bell. He's going to back up to his teammates as well. But
the pressure.
Yeah.
The pressure.
They need somebody off the other end of the map to kind of relieve some of that pressure. And I do believe they get some map control. But that reaction shot by Fearsley was pretty deadly. And he's able to secure both those kills. And now you got two players in front of you. You got a third coming off respawn as well. If they get these back A's, that's going to be two more. They should have B with ease. Also, it should be a pitch coming in from the other end of the map. If they want to, they can get aggressive, but they're going to choose not to, because they say, hey, you know what, with a 2-cap, we can come back in this game. And you see a lot of players about to fight at that B hill.
Quite possible with the 2-1 hill lead for Disrupt. The Swarm team, Mochi City, trying to protect the B hill.
That's a good save on his team.
Their hill advantage gets taken down by Demon, but Demon, he doesn't care. He puts up, gets the meat shield full red with the pistol out. All right, here he goes with the second kill. Oh! Let him know what's going on, Blaze.
Demon, hey, you know what? He's just been terrorizing these boys pretty much all day.
Yeah.
You know, he got the most kills on his team in map 1 Reclaim, which was 25, I believe, and 25 and 13 rounds to secure the victory for him. So let's see.
All right, so Blaze, I haven't taken a look at a lot of the patch notes for 2.8, but when you wall bounce, I heard that there is a bloom or the shots aren't as accurate when you're bouncing a lot. Is that true?
You know, I'm not completely sure on that, to be honest with you, so I don't want to make an exact comment on it. So yeah, but you know, we do know about the health regen that, you know.
I like that.
Yeah, you know, when it comes down to wall bouncing, and if you're taking some damage, you just have to touch a wall to regain your health back, which I'm okay with. Because it's just touching a wall. You got to touch one wall.
It ain't that hard.
You know, so it kind of stops some of the air bouncing down. And I believe that it is going to be some controversy on that one, but you know, it is what it is. You know, you got 2 different playstyles.
No, I like those discussions, and thank God for No Zero hearing, you know, listening to us, you know, taking in the end and having these discussions, especially at events. He was in New Orleans, taking in everyone's input, and he wants to make this game, you know, get his pop.
You love to see it, Val.
You do.
And in this matchup, Fatal Ambition winning round number 1. So let's see what this Disrupt wants to do. On a map like Lift, those 2 dual spawns at the top, heavily favored. The question is it Botox? Is it Marks? Ooh, really?
I want to see it. Do it. Do it.
They trolling us. They
That's
trolling
whack.
us. Even though I know
that's whack.
Only one person on this team speaks English, but
who is
you
that?
know, so they can't. Actually, I take it back. I don't know who it is because it was Involving beforehand, but Involving's not there. Because we got a chance to talk to all the teams who made full play individually in NOLA. So when we got a chance to talk to these guys, Involving was that primary translator for the squad.
So it's looking slow next time.
Yeah, right? It's looking slow to do the interviews.
All right, but the smoke
Don't worry, I'm going to learn Spanish by then.
Hey, Rosetta Stone is overdose. Do a smoke grenade up on Lift. He's holding it down. He pushes up. He sees that no swarm players are up there, but B Hill is being pushed.
That can't happen.
He gets taken out by Visu. Visu with a headshot in a 2v1 scenario. Are they going to be aggressive? Yes, Visu calls out the player and he tags him. Champ the lad in the 1v2. He's getting sandwiched. Is he able to make a move? No. B-God takes him out by playing it slow and doing a bait and switch. That was a beautiful play. But on board with Fiercely. 1 kill, 4 down. Playing a bit of a support role for the team. He gets down in his tail, but he stays in there for a bit before he gets taken out by B-God. He gets his 2nd kill in that transaction.
Overdose, he needs to be able to make a decision quicker than that. Am I going to be able to save my teammate?
Right.
Can I not save my teammate? Because you make a decision quicker that he's going to be dead, you take a position top rock, right? And you put your team in a better spot. But he stayed too close to the fight, and that's going to be 2 more kills on the side of Disrupt. They're going to be standing on top of the home hill, but they will lose control over feet. And that's a good rotation for Fatal Ambition.
Nexus, even out at 3 kills, 3 downs, capping A Hill. So here we are, A and C Hills cap for the Swarm team. Disrupt trying to make some noise with a 20-second advantage. 1 hill for the Fatal Ambition roster. A team that looked extremely strong in the first map and the first round as well. But on board with Overdose, 6 kills. Bring out support fire on Nex. Nex, who gets the kill in Dimensions. He's going to hide a little bit to regen his health, but his teammates are going to come out. They're going to do the dirty work. So with Overdose backing up due to Lance Fire hitting him, this is an advantage for Disrupt.
Can he touch it in time? Yes, he will.
Nice play.
He got a decap, though.
I call that the red.
Yep, he's going to have to die in this one. He could not afford not to decap that hill.
That was a great heads up play. He stopped the fight, went all the way to the other side of the map, counted his numbers, and made sure that the round was extended for his team. Unfortunately, it was not enough, as the map is tied 1-1.
All right, so we already had Hammerburst get put down in the dual spawns in those game rooms. So let's see, what does Fatal Ambition want to do? I've been liking their weapon placement so far. They've been playing to their team's strengths a lot. The question is, do you go for a long-range weapon down low, or do you try to force the heavier team fights as well? And by them putting nades down, by them putting nades down on top of this maintenance position, for me it's saying at some point they're putting a boom shot or a drop shot on top of that deck, right? Because every team has at least one heavy power weapon, rather if it's an M-bar, boom shot, drop shot, that you want down where your team can kind of rotate around and focus the team fights around as well. But in this position, you're going to see both teams sitting 3 towards the B hill still. and leaving the other side of the map a 2v2 fight.
I love it. And the aggression from Fatal Ambition. Overdose. Gets the chunk on Visu. B got 15 kills, trying to extend it to 16. Unable to do so in the 1v2. Gets taken out by Dominus as well. So here we are with Nexus. Getting hit with a Lance Fire. Sees his teammate in the fight. He has his Lancer out. And with the tag, they offer support fire to back Demon up for the 1v1. The Champ the Lad on the flank gets tagged and called out by the Swarm team. Are they going to be able to get the kill? It's taking a bit of a while, but Fatal Ambition fighting back. Champ the Lad takes out Visa, but Demon tried to make a play, being aggressive, gets chunked as well by Nexus. So Fatal Ambition with a streak of kills along with Disrupt. It's a bloodbath phase, and C Hill is being capped now.
Yeah, and it's only 2 players left for both teams. 3 fell in that team fight. So the B Hill in favor of Fatal Ambition. The question is that, you know, they could wait for new instants before they decide to push back out. They don't have to rush getting this home hill back, because they got plenty of time, and they're gonna flood it out with 3. They're gonna secure that position for their team and rotate 1 player out towards that B side as well. Actually, I think they may just stay super aggressive and try to get to the other side of the map on Disrupt to get their home hill. But you got to make a conscious decision. Do you go for the guy on top rock that's just getting free shots in, or you try to negate him and just push through and get on top of that home hill and force him to come down? Because once you're on top of the home hill, he can't stay there no more, right?
Yeah.
At that point, he's useless. But they work together. A lot of baiting and switching. A lot of, just taking damage for your teammates. And they're gonna get this home hill as well. But in the process, that B hill on rotation, I believe that's gonna be Nexus, who came off rotation and be able to win a fight to secure that hill for the team. So now that's gonna flip. But Fatal Ambition, they're cool with the home hill setup. They're saying, hey, we got a nice little lead. These guys gotta come to us. And now to break a home hill setup, the play is, if you're on that B side of the map, you gotta kind of push through spawn. You gotta get angles from both sides and hope to catch somebody off guard.
One thing that's remarkable about this Fatal Ambition squad, who now holds a 2-1 lead in Hills.
Oh, Kobe!
Not for long with the Kobe throne. Visu unable to get a kill, but Fatal Ambition, they like the Wolfpack. They call out numbers and push these fights. Extremely aggressive. No one overthinks if they all push at once. So Visu capping the hill. They need to get this A hill.
There's still 1 player in the back spawn being annoying. You see the outline.
They have to stop him.
There's 2 players, but somebody did overextend the B, so that was a smart move. They recognized it. They said, hey, they're trying to work together. Let's get the B.
They have to get it
Demon,
down.
can you go big again for
A
them?
is getting capped.
And Demon recognizes it. Demon recognizes it. He's just trying to say, oh, never mind. Oh, A, they got him.
They almost had it. They almost had it. Okay, in the 2v4, both players went and capped the hill respectively. They almost got it. All they needed was a few more points, but Disrupt pulled up the second round due to their number advantage. B-God,
look at him.
Showing out.
Yo, he's off that map 1, he's probably a little bit upset. Cause but I feel like the 2 stars of this matchup has been Demon and B-God so far, right? B-God having 16 kills in 3 rounds is impressive.
Stupid.
That's impressive. We gotta give him credit, folks, all right? Because that's impressive on his part.
You see stats like that from people like Rushies and Explosives.
And mental, right?
Early
round domination just to set the pace. But in a game type like Escalation, it's all about who has stamina. So let's see if they can kind of keep this momentum up throughout the rest of the map. Good smokes dropping early. Visu making sure he does not get stunned. And you see Fatal Ambition, they're using that smoke as a cloak, right? He says, I can stand here knowing that they can't see me. But the first sign that he gets, you see him, he's about to get a chunk. He was in a power position. Yeah, he forced that guy back.
The angle.
Yep, they forced him back. And he stood right there in that smoke the entire time, recognizing the position in which he was in. They just threw both instants as well. So that's not going to be in play.
The Menace full red, seeing what he can do. He positioned himself to stay alive, but he was playing by Visu. So Overdose, unable to even ask. He gets taken out as well by Visu. So Demon trying to come back, gets the kill on board with the Mochi City. Trying to make a play, unable to due to heavy support fire. He gets taken out with Demon. Wants to make a play as well. This is what I like to see, Blaze. A lot of support fire, a lot of players full red. Speaking with a lot of top teams, their excuse not doing so well at events is saying, hey, we're not shooting for each other. This is what we're seeing both of these rosters doing right now, and it shows hope.
It does show some hope. So, B-Hill getting decapped. And take notice, too. Fatal Ambition, they're recognizing that, hey, sometimes we got to make that B hill our home hill and disregard A, especially on a map like Lift. If you're coming out of spawn and you see that hill is stacked, you got to try to get a buddy or just get yourself in position to at least have somebody on your team always at that B hill. You never know when it's going to save you from a quick nomination.
All right, Dominions, let's see what he can do with a Lancer out. A nice little big Lancer, all right? He's trying to make some noise. But with two players in front of him, he knows that one guy is waiting for the one-shot chance. So he's going to play it safe. He's going to control this room for a little bit in the middle, the control room, as you will. And we're going to see gameplay slow down for just a moment. All right.
So this is good, right? Because this is an 18-second respawn round. All right, typically this be 16, but this is 18-second respawn round. And they're playing just like it, folks, and trying to break the home hill setup, trying to approach it from 2 different spawns. You see the team fire, but they're saying, hey, if we can at least get this decap, right? Gonna have to wall bounce, wall cancel, be there for the quick revives, use our smokes effectively. The decaps are what's most important because you don't want them to kind of build this lead up even more. Woo, that's the help that you need. You gotta get to 8-0. Doesn't decap his home hill. Oh yeah, he just goes to B. He recognized that, hey, I'm the closest to B. He's gonna get a decap on B as well.
They have a chance.
Big 1B. This is it.
You have to win it.
Oh,
what are you made of?
Oh, the juke. He got the decap.
He found
the sweet spot. Oh, he brought his team time. Okay, this isn't over with yet, folks. At 2:06,
he won
in the
kill.
Where's the home hill? It's on C. All right, Beardsley. How long can you stay alive?
For a while. All right, he did his job. He did his job.
Demon could have kept his home hill, but no, you got to touch it one more time.
No. Champ the last.
He couldn't. You know what? Fiercely recognized that. He says, "Damn, I'm in a bad spot. I'm a little bit too close to the home." And if he could have got behind that cover, I believe he would have stayed alive a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Would have been able to put out a little bit more damage, and then you would have had a pinch coming in from 2 different areas. But that's good. That's good hustle, right? And I told you, the way that Fatal Ambition was setting this map up beforehand, it was for a big fight on top of that deck, and they're gonna finally put down that boom shot. All right. Now, if you're on an opposing team, you should be able to figure out your opponent's weapon placement as well, right? You gotta always, at least, even if you assume that what they might do, at least assume it, right? Don't go into it blind. You should be, in the midst. Hey, what these guys putting down? What do they like to put down? Are they kind of gonna favor this fight over there towards flat? Are we ready for that? Right. Because you can kind of prepare yourself a few rounds earlier for the fight, as long as you can expect it.
Control room, controlled by Fatal Ambition. As Lance Sprout comes out, he gets a few downs and puts out a lot of damage. 3 players on Swarm team instantly fall down along with Immortal. Domination comes through for Fatal Ambition. Nexus trying to make a difference, unable to do so. Taken out as well. All right, 2-3.
Quick round for Fatal Ambition. The only criticism is that I would give them so far is that, hey, you guys are very talented in those big team fight rounds, right? When the map was spread out and really didn't have a focal point in that chaos, they still had some good rounds, but Disrupt was able to close them out. Use your teamwork, okay? Once again, I'm going to say that boom shot should have went down on deck a lot earlier, all right? Yeah. And then the rest of the weapons should be placed around it. And I'm going to keep saying that too as well. But I understand that some teams, they say, hey, you know what? Why put something crazy down early
Why not?
when we can just kind of fight with our stock weapons and just see what happens, right? The game isn't too out of control, but you gotta, I pre-troublemaker, man.
Yeah, I was about to get blazed. He looked at me with a half smile. I knew it was coming. So Champ the Lad able to get the boom shot with the Lancer on his back. He was able to get, he didn't get any kills.
Nah, the meat shield saved the guy. He left one boom down as well for his opponent.
This is it. Ooh, beautiful round by Disrupt. Unable to get the boom shot off the rip, but they were able to get their 4th win this map.
All right, so 4 rounds in a board form, and that was
looking good for him.
That was a 22-second respawn round. It's going to be hard to come back from that on a map like this. But I'm curious to see what Fatal Ambition wants to do next. How do they want to adjust?
By winning.
They need to, but it's those slight, small adjustments. Now, with the hills having new focal points, this could be a little bit difficult because the home hills on those dead zones is going to be a lot harder to catch. So.
Yeah.
But this is also where I would say, hey, let's get a big power weapon on maintenance. Why? You win a team fight, you're going to be able to secure both those home hills as well as having a power weapon.
Oh no, that can't happen. 2 players went down off the bat. Visu runs in, gets a triple kill, taking out Overdose last. So huge advantage for this Disrupt roster. 2 players left alive for this COG team. Can he even the odds? Fiercely gets 1 kill on Visu, unable to get the double kill. But the respawn is coming back. Domination is coming through. Demon making a difference. Gets the chunk, but gets taken out by Multi-City.
Ooh, Disrupt stepping it up, folks.
This is a good round.
You see a new fire out of these guys, especially in this map. A lot of team fire coming out from home hill to home hill now. And those home hill, folks, if you're new to the stream, that's what we like to call the dead zones. And in those dead zones, you hold both home hills, but it's hard to cap them because you just see how they're just out in the open. You got to utilize your smokes. Always have a buddy there as well, because if you go down in an open area like that,
you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. You're done. On Overdose, 12 kills. Trying to add 1 more. He sees next in front of him. He goes to smoke, but also Multi-City in the control room gets a headshot. As Multi-City tries to dive away, so here he is on the flank, gets chunked as well. So B-God upping his kill tally to 19, doing extremely well this map. Champ the lad in a big 1v1 fight. Excuse me, 1v2. He gets Lancer in the back, unable to win that due to Immortal. Huge support play.
Now also take note, this is Fatal Ambition's map pick in this cycle as well, folks. The first one was Disrupt, so Fatal Ambition, this is a must-win round. I'm gonna call it now, the must-win round for these guys. They need to get it. Going down 5-2 compared to 4-3 is a big difference as far as momentum and positivity on the team is concerned. They got to hold it off now. They need somebody back on that top rock as well, okay? You at least want to make sure you have a player securing that neutral hill now. And I like to play for defenses. Don't go for the revive. Go to try to get that chunk to save your teammate first. But he's getting some good shots in across map. And they do have some help from other teammates. So they actually got eyes on both these home hills. Nobody's going to be on the deck side of the map. They're just waiting for their opportune time to strike. And all players of Disruptor spawned up. It's going to be hardest to get this home hill, but with a quick move.
Oh, unable to blaze.
Can't do it. B-Guy was waiting for him.
10 more seconds to go ahead and try to cap this D hill or dispel the vicious spot. They're going to lose around it and go down 2-5. Overdose. Challenging.
He tried to walk up.
They able to do it. No,
doesn't matter.
Gets the chunk on him. And here we are, 2-5.
They need to try to make this their last weapon placement of the map.
It has to be big.
It needs to be, yeah. You need to treat round 5 like it's going to be your last weapon placement, folks. You can't wait to round 6 to make it your last weapon placement. Even though it is, you still want a little bit of little leeway, in case you need to make the adjustments. And this is where, they're going to say, all right, let's get it down. Let's get down to it. Let's fight this fight. Now we're going to build weapon placements around this boom shot, and we'll see how those weapon placements in turn change up for the rest of this map, with the boom shot being placed down first compared to the boom shot being placed down last in the first half.
And you can't get down when it comes to, mental focus in this game, because in Gears of War, hey, momentum shifts are a real thing. You can always clutch it up and win, the next, here we go. Quick pick 5 straight. So with the quick pick, they get the boom shot. What can they do with it? V2. He can go ahead and put this round away if he plays these booms too smart. 2 kills immediately for the 6-star roster. Being up 5-2, they're 2 rounds away from tying the map count. So with domination coming through, he got put with his pistol, pulled out his shotgun, and able to use it. Gets taken out by Champ the lad. Multi-City there to clean up that kill
as well.
In 2 seconds, here we go.
But that's exactly how that round's supposed to play out. You get the boom shot, you secure the round, especially with the higher respawn times. Now, if you're new at home, when I say quick pick, pretty much that's your front spawn guy, right? And he's straight lining towards that power weapon, and the rest of his teammates are throwing smokes in key locations to get the stuns and get the smoke screens for that guy to kind of pick it up and get out unscathed, or at least get out close enough to his teammates for a revive and secure that power weapon. So we'll see if that happens again, and you're going to see Fatal Ambition put those Botox down. Now, with those Botox, the quick pick's going to be kind of hard, because even with smokes being thrown mid-map, a lot of these players still have little cheeky locations of where they like to line those Botox crosshairs up. Yeah, cheeky locations where that's going to be lined up right on top of that boom shot, so you can kind of get some damage in through the smoke. They don't need to see where the boom shot is located to see where to shoot.
Hey. Pro tip at home. If there's a smoke grenade that your opponent throws, throw your smoke grenade in it. kind of see through it. All right, but with the boom shot being used by Demon, it's looking pretty good for the Fatal Ambition roster. 3 down for Disrupt, 4 down for Disrupt. Nexus, the last one alive with a shotgun out. Demon moving cautious.
They don't know where this guy is, so they
Not
being,
at all.
Yep, exactly. That's what you got to do. They got to
Here
find
he
him.
is.
All players accounted for.
Gets taken out. Domination coming through. 4 more seconds. Boom shot reloaded. Taking out Bisu. Demon first in line gets taken out, but you know what? It doesn't matter. 3-6. Fatal Ambition. They still have a fighting chance.
That's how I like my escalation rounds to be played.
Yeah.
All right. You win your team fight, acquire your power weapon, get the domination right after. So let's see now. Fatal Ambition. They got all the weapon placements for the rest of this map, so they're gonna put instincts on the other half of the map. Now that just goes back to that 1v1 fight. But the question is, do you have Demon versus B-God again?
Yeah.
On that side.
Yeah, I put all my money on Demon. From
So,
what I've seen, whew.
In the first 3 rounds, B-God had 16 kills. Right now, in the last 6 rounds, he has got him 5.
No shot.
Stamina.
No shot.
You see the quick pick, Champ the Lad, caught Visu trying to catch his teammate off guard. Still got 2 booms in hand, got the neutral, got the home. He's gonna pop an active as well.
Don't waste it. Don't waste it.
No, he knows the flank's coming through. He should slowly be moving up though.
He the best weapon in the game.
He should slowly be moving up. He's gonna pull out his pistol, saying, "Hey, I got some more help. I don't want to shoot this last boom." He's playing it smart. There you go.
Keep your distance. I like this. Overdose picks up a shotgun now. No. Oh, he has one more boom.
Yep, he still got the one more boom.
Here it goes.
Now this is where you can control it. Don't panic just yet, because now in this situation they're like, "Oh, panic, back up, go for the 2 cap." No, you can still be aggressive because you look at it's only a mortal, right? He's the only one, and they may actually. I take it back. They got 2. They got 2 who got aggressive.
There we go.
What?
Okay. All right, God on the side, 9 lives. Overdose moving in for a kill.
He really
knows
is God,
that he's weak, but you know what? Support fire comes back. Overdose backs up to top rock. He is in a prime position for support fire if he pulls out his pistol.
All right. So now he can just put some damage in, be annoying to these players on top rock. So now you're in a 2 cap. 2 health setup. New boom, I will say minute and 10. Wasn't able to get the timer. But this is where, if you're overdose, oh, you're getting too aggressive.
I'm scared, Blaze. Get the kill. There we go. Overdose. 1 more player at top rocks. He has 2 teammates near him. Oh, Champ the Lad takes out the Minos. He's bloodthirsty.
Overdose. I gotta call it out because his mistake was not planting his feet at the top of that top rock, right?
Yeah.
If you got your Lancer in, you just got to shoot. Anybody, your teammates are shooting for you as well. You don't have to be in that close shotgun range. He let somebody get behind him, gave him a height advantage, in turn, gave this neutral hill back to Disrupt. So, you're going to have to fight for that back. You're going to have to make some key plays. And with that one, they're able to get both these kills on this side of the map. Now it's just about staying alive and controlling the 2 cap, because you can't win off the 2 cap, and they're going to get those stray kills in their game room as well. So backing up, regrouping with your teams. At least you got this one, the neutral hill, decap, new booms up as well. Get the time for your team. This should be it. They just need to play it slow. But they also have a player on the home hill across. Yeah, they're going to say, hey, if you can get it, you can get it. But we're going to play it as a 2 cap, and he will be able to get it. They still hit the 2 booms. They're going to get another round on the board.
I like that.
And every round they get, it just puts the pressure back onto the Disrupt side. It puts it on their shoulders, and we'll see you know, how much weight they can take.
It's momentum, man. You see how they take their initials now. They're able to get the boom shot. They're able to capitalize. Look, even if, you know, Overdose whips a boom shot or 2, they're still able to set up and get the next boom shot spot in order to get the domination. Fatal Ambition is not giving up yet.
Not giving up just yet, folks. And you love to see it. You love the resilience out of these younger squads. All right, so with the boom shot team fight, they've played it great so far, and you got your 1v1 over there for the home hills. The question is, do you cap them up together? Get on top of your home hill late to be detrimental. They went for the quick pick and they committed to it, but they lost 2 players. But now at match point, you have to be perfect. Demon, he won his 1v1 on the other side of the map. Oh, this is good. If he can get the up A, he got some help last minute. Demon backing up to get to him. Instance finally getting picked up. And he actually left that fight to go help the rest of the squad to fight for the boom. Ooh, he's trying to stay alive. He's gonna go down though, folks.
Okay.
Yeah, with 2 instants, they're not gonna be able to touch it.
I'm heartbroken.
Forces a map 3.
I'm heartbroken.
That was why, you know what? I can understand heartbroken to want to see the comeback, right?
Yes.
But so far, Disrupt, I like
complete turnaround.
Yeah, complete turnaround for these guys. I like them staying confident in this matchup. They took Fatal Ambition's map pick, and now a map 3 in Forge.
Right. You know, I felt like it was coming because Fatal Ambition kept going for the quick picks, all right?
Yeah.
We knew that this team was going to catch on, and they were going to say, okay, you know, when he goes for the boom shot, we're all just going to push. That's exactly what they did. They singled him out, and he had no one near him to help out.
But, you know, they were also doing that the 2 previous rounds beforehand, right? And it was working the quick picks, putting those smokes down. But that just shows you, folks, one smoke can be off slightly, right?
Big time.
And it just throws the whole round off. And those players were able to get through without getting stunned.
Yeah.
So that has to come in turn of where, you know, and this is where I wish we were able to like have a replay system. And it's because if you think about it, the opposing team could have threw a smoke a little bit earlier. Just 1 second earlier makes the difference. That could have stunned 2 guys off the other side who had smoke rolls of their own for that quick pick strategy. So you see how quickly everything can just crumble.
Why aren't you a coach?
Because
you make a great coach, man.
Somebody got to do it.
He's pretty good. Somebody got to hire Blaze. I like him on the desk, though. I like him on the desk. But moving forward to Forge Blitz.
Yeah, Forge Blitz.
I really like Forge Blitz. For a simple fact that the 2v2 on Forge Blitz is one of the most exciting matchups to me in Gears 4 because teams usually send their 2 best slayers up there. We see Rushies and Speedies. We see Shock and, you know, whatnot up there in those fights.
Yeah.
And it sometimes predicts how the round goes. You put an M-bar up there or a sniper or even put up a torque bow and those players can completely go off. And that's what I love about Forge Blitz.
Yeah.
But what else about that map is special to you?
Ah, man, when it comes down to that Forge map that's so special to me, Val, you know, one is it's an open map, right? It's a wide open map, so you're going to see those key engagements on different sides. You're going to see a 2v2 fight early on for that B hill. You're going to see a 2v2 fight up top, control over that button. You're going to see a 1v1 fight at Furnace, right? So the map spread out a little bit more.
Yeah.
So winning each one of those fights,
so important,
you know, can change the game, right?
Yeah.
Like, even though if you lose 2 of the fights on the other end, but your guy wins his 1v1 over here, you're in a good spot to, you know, extend that round. But also, you see a lot of teams, because they focus so much attention up top on that button room, that they get snuck trip cap in the first half.
All the time, you see.
Because, they're fighting for that power weapon, but the entire time, that big fight, we put a lot of emphasis on how important it is, but if that fight gets stalled out and the other 2 get won, that's a trip cap domination, and the other 2 players up top can't do nothing about it.
So from what we've seen so far, I'm going to say it. I think Fatal Ambition kind of takes this.
Yeah.
I like how they approach their rounds. They caught up pretty slow in the map, too.
Yeah.
Do you disagree with me or do you agree?
Nah, you know, like my gut had them taking map number 2. That was my gut feeling, had them taking map number 2. But Disrupt showed us that, hey, you know what, we're not going down that easily. But I feel like I saw a little bit more out of Fatal Ambition. But we'll see what Disrupt can do.
They woke up.
Disrupt, hey, this team got a lot of practice.
They're
in NOLA. You know, some of the toughest Gears competition. They were in a pool with Optic Gaming and Ghosted Crew. Like, they got their reps in, folks. It just depends on, you know, them coming back home. What have they learned?
I'm excited to see this.
Because Disrupt could close this out 7-0 as well. Like, so, you know, even though Fatal Ambition been keeping it close, Disrupt can say, hey, we actually been a better team. We got off to this game on a slow start. We got off to the series on a slow start.
Yeah. All right. So here we are on Tiebreaker map. Disrupt against Fatal Ambition. And here we are with an overview map. You're taking a look at the basic strat, Blaze. What do we see?
You see the 2 down low fighting for the B hill, the 2 up top, and the 1v1 at Furnace. Now, this fight up top can get stalled out because they like, you know, a lot of teams like to play ring around the rosy and wait till their teammates down low to win a fight sometimes. But you're going to see the quick aggression and the quick win from Disrupt. And now, when you win that fight, you get an easy flank on your opponent. So now these 2 guys, they're scattering. What do? We got to watch both areas. Now, you're going to have 1 dead. Looking about to have 2 dead as well. Now, the 1v1 fight off the other end. Which direction is that going? You see, it's B-God versus Demon, or, it's B-God versus Fiercely, and B-God wins his fight. So now, the rest of the team getting aggressive, looking to push through on this home hill. But you are able to see the 3 different engagements, right? All 3 being won by Disrupt. Now, in my book, I want to see a domination after that, right? I want to see you keep the pressure on your opponent because they haven't got a kill yet. I think that was the first kill. Actually, they just came through. That was the second. Okay. Yeah. So they finally, oh, my fault. Yeah, that was their second kill coming through. So when you guys
came really late.
Yeah, but now, so they're just going to keep themselves in power position. So no power weapons up top. You got multi-city with a cheeky angle, right? These players are like, you know, damn, he's being annoying, right? Can we push forward? But you also got 2 more players getting some shots in there. He knows that all I got to do is just keep shooting. Just keep shooting. Now I ran out of bullets with my lantern. Let me pull out my pistol and just keep shooting. He needs to be.
He wanted to push that so
Yeah,
bad.
he needs to be wary, but he's in a power position, right? This isn't about you pushing.
No,
this is just about you playing your position.
There we go, in support fire. That is the key about winning this control button room. All right, once you win this, you can shoot down across the map and support everybody else.
Also, I will say, when he pushed down low, if he would have just chose to come back up top, he would have been in a better position to help his teammates on top of that B hill. That's why you don't leave this position, especially when your team has map control. When you're running a 2-hill setup, this is a key spot no matter where you are.
Multi-City looking like an MVP with a support play, keeping everybody full red and busy around the map, but Overdose trying to stay alive. Fatal Ambition do not want to lose the first round, but Domination is coming through, unfortunately. Champ the Lad gets headshot, and there it goes. First round disrupt.
Like I said, disrupt can 7-0 them and say, hey, we got off to a slow start, but we are the more practiced team out of the 2 of these guys. We are the team with a little bit more experience out of the 2.
They look composed.
So, but also, hey, Fatal Ambition, they took down Optic Mexico with a +1, so, which I think is still a good feat. But Optic Mexico, man, that was my biggest disappointment of NOLA. I had them in my top. I had them in my top 4, and didn't find out they got a lot of LAN practice as well, and
still had
against the team that won, right? But you got to ask yourself, you know, where did it go wrong? And I tell people a lot of time, it's not so much about how well you're shooting. It's just about your mindset and how you look at certain situations and how you perceive them, right? How you perceive the practice, how you perceive the gains and the losses, the plus and the minuses. And if you perceive it right, you shouldn't have no minuses. You heard?
Telling Blaze. So here we are with the Minims, 2 kills, looking to add 3. He's in the 1v1 against. Okay, he pulls away. Support fire was coming from above. He recognized that and took himself out of danger. So regrouping with Champ the Lad, another teammate Domination is coming through. Disrupt, 4 players alive. Denied the Domination. Next, down in the C Hill, gets taken out by Overdose, and here it goes.
And this is a beautiful thing that I said that I kind of highlighted beforehand, right? You can negate the fight up top, and your opponent will get that snub trip cap, right? And what we like to call around the community the Mr. Crash, all right? Because it happens when you least expect it. But they had 2 guys alive up top, and they said, hey, y'all can stay up here. As long as we get the B hill capped early, you guys have to come down and fight us. And Fatal Ambition turning this round around into their favor.
I like it. I love watching Bowtie play from the Latin American community. These guys are so
super accurate.
I
like all secondary,
so fast
all
too.
Secondary weapon play with them. I just feel like they just super accurate with them.
When I shoot the Bowtie and I see that big bloom, I'm like, oh hell no.
I don't even know where I'm shooting, to be honest with you. I just line it up and just hope that I hit headshots. That's all.
I pray.
Because it used to be the sniper icon, which I loved before.
Yeah.
It was the sniper icon for the longest. And so even if it was a big spread, I knew that, hey, I was still going to be accurate with it. It was just like a mini sniper in your hands that you just blind fire.
We love it. But it doesn't matter to these kids. These kids are talented. They know what they're doing. That's right. They're on Fight Night here, trying to make a point, letting the community know that they're here. So his Botox picked up in a turbo in the control room. Bisu throws the smoke.
He didn't get stunned with that smoke next to right on the. That was actually surprising. So I feel like his roll negated that stun somehow, some way, because it was right. Yeah, it was right next to him. That was weird, actually.
I'm watching VOD, baby. All right, so in this 2v2, Bisu, not in the best place for red, gets taken down and picked up by the Miners. Turbo picked up by Overdose. Can he make a big play? Yes, he gets the first call Multi-City with his first shot. But B-God takes out Fiercely and Domination is coming through. Can Immortal get the break?
He's trying to touch.
That's he got it.
Now he has a 1v3.
1v4. God bless.
He can't do it. He's trying to get down there in position. Fatal Ambition making quick work in that round as well. But winning those initials, getting that turbo control as well, you know, you just see how quickly they close out these maps. And that was a 16-second respawn round. I believe we're about to enter 18 seconds now. So
play it smart.
You got to.
That makes this fight so much more important. With
hey, this is the boom. This is usually a boom location too. Snipe on Incinerator.
Thought I was gonna see something different.
If they do, okay.
I like it.
I like it.
I dig it. Because you give the chance to the 1v1 players to win the M bar if you lose control tower.
All right, let's see what they can do. Also, that M bar, he's gonna have some dope sight lines across the mid map, and that's gonna be where the control tower is. Also, where that B hill is gonna be as well. So you're gonna have a lot of players crossing those sight lines, but it's gonna come down to them winning a 1v1 down there as well.
All right, so both home hills currently being captured.
Oh, they sent extra players over there for that M bar.
Here we go.
They left B hill as a 1v1 fight off the initial.
I like it. Visu and Next picks up the first 2 kills for the Disrupt roster. Mochi City running back to help out his teammates. He sees a swarm member out. So with a shotgun, he accidentally switches, gets caught on cover, gets taken down.
Switching your weapons, that's kind of just unfortunate by him.
What you doing, man? Dementive, fresh off the kill, looking to get another.
M bar picked up.
He sandwiched, he finds the player with his pistol out. All right, this is where he needs to run away and extend his life. But domination is coming through, so he has to make a move fast, but on board with Immortal. Guarding this B hill, Torque Bow in the hands of Bisu, keeping Swarm players away. It's not looking good for Fatal Ambition.
It's not. But the one thing is, if your opponent's going to be playing a 2-cap, all right, use this time to come up with a good strategy.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have Torque Bow and M-Bar spawning up around the same time. So you got to prioritize which one do you want and time your push around it. Currently, around 50 seconds to both these weapons spawn up. Now you got to ask yourself, do you want to stack up top? But both power weapons are in the hands of Disrupt. So honestly, the play may be towards the M-Bar side of the map and trying to push out this home hill just because you got a little bit more cover.
All right, Next with the M-Bar trying to make a play here in the incinerator. Has somebody in the sight.
He hit that.
He gets the
He
kill.
hit that.
Gets the double kill.
Oh, man. Oh, you gonna hit
Both
that too?
power weapons in the hands of Disrupt players, but Nexus making the most of it. Misses his 3rd shot. That's a bow talk and an M-Bar.
Yo, this a heavy hitter
ready.
right here. All right.
Ready.
Shoot, about to have you spawning on your Nexus, and then we playing Gears of War. Hit you so hard, but trying to get the shot in. Now so this is good. They got a 2-hill advantage.
They have a great lead right now.
New power weapons just came up as well. The question is, did he get the ammo? He didn't get the ammo, but the ammo for the M-Bar is going to be back there.
Oh, okay.
Both of them had Botox. He just lost the battle. Still a fight that he was confident on taking, and Chant. Oh, man, Chant just trying to extend this round a little bit more, but he's going to have to do more than extend it. He's going to have to make a play and get that home hill.
They need an A-hill right now. They need an outplay. They have 30 seconds in order to do it. If they get this, they can get the triple cap, and A-hill is being decapped. Can he do a champ to that? Gets his 3rd kill in a row.
Smart.
Gets his 4th kill on Visu, and here he goes, making a huge play. Gets taken out. Domination is coming.
Oh, for all up to Fable, all up to Multi-City, he's nowhere to be found. Fatal Ambition at the last second.
Champ the last.
Turning that round back into their favor. But you see in the late round, those quick kills in succession. He got the big double and put the pressure on him. At that point, Disrupt was like, oh man, we're in a late game situation. We don't have control over mid-map because they had the home hill set up for the longest. That's why those 2 kills were so important. Disrupt was in a home hill setup, and losing 2 players off any one of those home hills is going to be problematic when you don't have buddy control, when you don't have mid-map control at B either. To take those hills back in the late game is going to be difficult. That's why they just tried. They had to win those fights. Or it wasn't so much about winning those fights. It was not being that aggressive and putting yourself in bad positions. Just kind of back up. You got the power weapons. It's a lot of open area. Let these guys come to you.
So once again, a 1v1 in the middle with Champ the Lab, but going on top to Visu. Visu gets a chunk on Overdose. 2v1, and his prize is a Torque Bow. So he gets it, and he runs away with the clean play. But Champ the Lab and Overdose on a long respawn, guys. We're in late game before halftime. Torque Bow revving up. He's unable to get the pick, but he gets the meat shield and a few pistol shots down. Good position.
There's one guy left. All right. The question is, you just stand on the home. This is one of those positions. Hey, I'm going to stand on my home hill.
To push
you got to come to me, right? You got to come out into the open. If not, what you going to do? Because the thing is that you don't want to get caught in a position where you have to decap the hill because you don't know if you're going to be in a timely enough situation. So that guy said, I at least wanted to get 1 touch because his home hill being secured was not a guarantee. So he had to go fight that. But you see these players now. Fatal Ambition. once again in the same position they was beforehand. They're gonna see him now.
Yourself now.
He's gonna get called out, but at least they know where Torquebo is. They don't know where Embar is. It's gonna be in the hand of Nexus. He got 2 kills beforehand with it, and he's gonna be somewhere on the map. You kind of heard him rev up that Embar a little bit. B-God being cautious. Not gonna be able to get that quick Torquebo. You see, he was just trying to time that active so he can get that quick shot for when that rush came through. But B-God off the flank.
Woo! Don't do him like that, B.
Yo, look at Robin Hood. Oh, you gonna do it again though?
He ain't about it.
Nah, he wasn't trying to get MLG.
Alright, but the splash damage was good enough. This Champions Lab was taken out by Nexus. So with 3 seconds left, they can pick up their second round, taking it 2-3. God blaze, we have a game.
Yeah, they got another one towards the later rounds, but they're going to have to make sure they can secure round number 6. But the one positive that you take out of that for Disrupt is that they were able to close that one out.
Yeah.
And that was the most important thing for them.
Well, Disrupt, they're in good places. Last 2 rounds, they've had possession of both power weapons.
Yeah.
When you have possession of both power weapons, you are the better team on the map at that very moment. You just can't give it up in the last second again.
So, Fatal Ambition, making a decision saying, hey, you know what, let's just kind of take this Torquebo out of the equation. Torquebo, it's a lot of long-range potential with that weapon, and it's hard to break some setups. You know, the Embar is one thing, the Torquebo is a completely different monster, especially in the right hand.
Right, with a smoke grenade out, Overdose is looking to make a play, but he gets down immediately and then taken up by Bisu, but Bisu also dies to Dementive, so we're at a 1v1 here in the control room, Multi-City and Dementives. Who's gonna make the first play?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Between these two, it's gonna be Multi-City. But when it comes down to Bisu, like that's what you love out of your front spawn players, right? You gotta love it. I love those players who just hold down that A button and they trust the smoke to come through, right? They throw a good smoke for themselves. They trust their teammates to throw a good smoke as well, or at least be in a power position and watch they flank. And if they see that they got an extra foot on you coming around that corner, they're going to put themselves in a position, especially when they got right hand, right? If you're going to be a front spawn player, you cannot be passive.
You can't be scared.
You can't be scared. You got to take chances, and you got to control your position. If you can't do that, you need to consider applying for a 4th to 5th spawn. Maybe a 2 or a 3.
You might want to stay at home hill, buddy.
Yeah, right? You may want to change the roll up a little bit, but 1 spawn is not for you.
Gameplay slowing down 2-1. A 1 and a 1.5.
Also, as a front spawn player, you can't be confused of why you're getting beat to a location. You always need to know the fastest route.
Yes.
Hit those up A's, nice flank. Can he get the last shot? He has enough help. Oh, good bricks. Stayed committed to it. Got the double, but went down in the end. But that's a good trade-off, especially with 5 dead on the side of Fatal Ambition. And you saw Disrupt. They managed to stick this one out and tie it up 3-3 going into the half.
They want to take this down to the wire, Blaze.
I think
they want it.
They do want it a lot. But those last few rounds, it worked out a lot better for them. So Fatal Ambition, taking out the Torquebo, they thought was going to be their answer, but this one's going to be a little bit difficult, a little bit more difficult. Actually, I think the rest of this map is still going to play out the same way. Even though those hills get flipped, the pushes are still the same, the initials are still the same, the rotations are typically still the same also. It's just that the home hills are kind of swapped, that's it. The biggest thing I will say is the button control. That incinerator, since that hill is an incinerator, using that button in late game situations and early game situations to extend around and buy your team some time or guarantee yourself some points to end the game is very crucial.
All right, Bisu in a crucial 1v1. Tried to go for a reaction shot. He missed. He moves in for a chunk. Unable to get that. Overdose with the win. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no more power weapon up top of control room. We have hit halftime. That means all power weapons have been reset on the map. Oh, clean slate.
I like it.
But Immortal full red trying to use his movement to stay alive and get a kill. Unable to do so. Demon takes him out.
Especially when you're doing close range movements like that, when you're dealing with players who are on sensitivities that are high that can't control them, they're always whiffing their shots a little bit, right?
Always.
You know, but that's the difference is that you're in 2.8, you got to step to the left, step to the right, step to the left, step to the right. Keep your center lined up at all times.
Accuracy, you take your time now.
Truly you do.
Something that I really like. All right, Multi-City, 7-7. He's with his teammates, just looking for a push to gather some information. They're counting numbers right now. They want to see where the discrepancy is. They want to make a big push and wolfpack this area. So here we are. That's a terrible smoke.
Gonna stun his teammate as well, but he tried it.
All right, go. So the push gets delayed just a little bit.
Yeah, but you see the button control, right? So they was like, all right, yeah, you guys can push through, but he's gonna take out Nexus if he tries to cap it. But that's a necessary sacrifice to the 12-second respawn round. Yeah, you just got to make sure that you're ready for the push to come in next. And that's going to be a down, looking for a second down. They're going to try to spring into action with this one. The question is, do they get that second kill as well?
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. They were waiting for the first mistake, which happened. So the first guy was killed. Dementus was the last one alive in the in the incinerator area. He gets taken out as well. So Multi-City looking in with his teammate to capture kill. Domination coming through. One player trying to stop that. So the Lancer fire out. Visu pulls out a shot. He gets a chunk on Demon. And here they are, 2-0 Hill advantage.
That was a sloppy push by Fatal Ambition through that incinerator, but luckily for them, they had somebody, the person who was actually controlling that button, overextended to the home hill of Disrupt. And yep, he overextended to the home hill of Disrupt, and they managed to keep this one alive just a little bit longer, and they got that hill capped up. So they had the lead. They're gonna get their home hill back as well. Now, as they spread out, knowing that majority of these Disrupt members are going to go towards that home hill, they would have needed somebody to break out at least to get that decap on E. So they wanted to decap E and get button control. And with a 2-cap, they could have won it as well, but their rotation back, they spent too much time on top of that home hill for Disrupt, so it wasn't as smooth as they wanted it to be. And the kill still going in favor of Disrupt. They're going to end up closing this round out.
Immortal running around the map, getting a double kill before being taken out. But you know, if you take a look at the points, domination doesn't even matter. COG team at Visu is shaking, though they know that the 4th win for them is up now. So with the 4-3 lead, Disrupt, they're looking extremely strong with 3 wins in a row. All they need is 3 more.
And Visu, man, you got to give him credit, bro.
Visu's going
Especially
off.
With 21, he's trying to lock this map in for Disrupt. And I just love how he's been playing his front spawn position. He's been super aggressive. Now, we'll see if they want to put a weapon in control room. Oh, Marxus? Yeah. Oh, I gotta be hammer. Go for the hammer burst. Okay, still a lot of long range.
That's interesting.
Still a lot of long range potential, though. I'm curious of what Visu. Actually, I kind of want to just kind of stay on him as much as we can. We'll take a look at the overhead map a little bit, but I want to see how he approaches his angle because he's been taking the fastest route. Yeah. And he's literally been beating. So we're gonna see the same thing out of both these teams.
This is gonna be interesting to see with the hammer burst down because with no big
he got that up
down,
A. He got one more up A.
There we go.
He got another one at the same time. But he chose to push low this time, right? He wanted to bully the second guy. A little switch up for him this time. And they said, hey, Overdose, we know how trigger happy you are up top. You know, you think you're going to get the fight, but he switched it up. They played him.
They played him.
And I think he recognized that, you know what? Him and his teammate got caught up on an up 8 coming around that archway. And they said, they made the quick adjustment. Nope, go for the second guy. Go for the second guy.
Beautiful play.
Little things like that.
Outplayed completely. Outsmarted.
That's exactly what happened.
All right, I love the mid-round adjustment. So Immortal picks up a kill. Looking extremely good for Disrupt. They're looking for their 5th win, but Dementus stands in front of Immortal. He's running back to the F hill, but Immortal's gonna be close behind him with support fire. He gets help, takes out Dementus. 4 seconds left. Can Demon do something? No. Can Dementus break the hill? Yes. He buys some time, and not for long. One more player, I believe it's Champ the Lad, getting 2 kills, but gets taken out as well. So Dementus, the last one alive, he's not gonna make it in time. 6th round goes to Disrupt. I mean, 5th round.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. You look at the scoreboard. If you're on the Fatal
That round
Ambition
wasn't
side,
fair. That round wasn't fair from the beginning.
If you look at the Fatal Ambition side, you're like, man, we let them win 4 in a row.
Yeah.
This is where you cannot let them get match point. Big power weapon placement.
You got
to do it on round 5.
Woo! I like that.
Boom shot down. I'm with this. I'm with this. So let's see. They're going to have to come out strong in this round. It's going to be initials. Visu with control up top. It is no power weapons up top either. So if Disrupt was to lose this round, they're going to give Visu something to work with. It'll probably be that Torpo again. I don't see why not. You sent 3 players down. Yep, both teams sent 3 players down to focus on the boom shot, and they left the 1v1s up top.
All right, now you see the COG team this one, they're being extremely strong running into the boom shot, unable to pick it up. Yeah, but Champ the Lad picks it up, gets a kill on Visu immediately, gets another kill on Immortal.
There's
4
player
players
left.
down. Pull out your pistol, young man. There we go. Hit him with the fire.
And so did you come down to a 1v1? You did.
This is it.
B got Ooh, that was...
He bricked him. You got to go for it.
Yeah.
Poor Fire helped him out. This is it.
All right. Now, but the home hill of Disrupt was not able to get taken right away because you had that player in middle. In a perfect situation, you tell him when you're 1v1, I'm going to go cap their home hill. But now, Fatal Ambition with control of up top. You got to overdose, picking up a double kill to secure that for his team. Also secure button control. With them having that incinerator hill, which is going to be an E hill, they pretty much got another 15. They got another at least 10 points guaranteed to them by having button room control as well. So we'll see how long they can hold this 2-cap. But Multi-City recognizes and say, hey, I'm not here to fight. I'm just here to back you up so I can decap to get myself in a safe position.
But he's going to be forced in 1v1, so he pulls out a shotgun and gets a few shots with support fire. He was able to get the kill on the minutes, but you know what? He's feeling himself, Blaze. He's going to push up in a 1v2 scenario. It's not ideal, so he gets down immediately as Overdose is supporting from the control room tower. Excuse me, button room tower. And here we are, Champ the Lad, 22 kills, 10 downs, getting nice stats for this map so far. But with
nice
the 2-1 hill lead and 5 more than 40 seconds, Fatal Ambition actually have a chance to come back.
All right, that's double-double for him. When you see the boom shot spawning in 20 seconds, folks. So that's why you see a lot of these rotations. That's a perfect three-piece for B-God.
B-God.
Now at this point, you know where the last 2 players are, right? Boom shot in 10 seconds. You just need one person to grab it, right? You need to decap this, bring as many people to you as you can. And that will do it, folks. Disrupt going to match point 6-3.
I make terrible predictions.
6-3, you know? And Disrupt, they just, you know, map 1 was a slow start for them.
Yeah.
But, you know, map 2 was dominant for them. This map,
They're
dominant for them as well.
Looking strong.
They've had, now regardless of what the ending scoreline is, you still had your opponent to 6-3 on the match point. That is, when you think about how many teams have actually came back from 6-3, that's a death sentence.
Yeah.
All right, it's a high death sentence for these guys. The block on Incinerator, I like it. Just leave it. I would have thought that, well, that was good for him. I would have thought even maybe you block control tower if you want to, but Overdose has kind of been turning up in that control tower the last round.
I wouldn't block it.
You know, blocking the Incinerator is fine. I do agree with that.
Taking a look at Fearlessly right now. We're going to be on board with him as he pushes to 1v1 against B-God, fighting for the E-Hill in his Incinerator. So with the smoke grenade out and the Lancer out, putting out a lot of fire to weaken B-God before he goes in with the shotgun for a fight. But he gets help from Overdose. Overdose coming straight from the middle, chasing down B-God. B-God, nowhere to run. He gets down immediately by Overdose. So E-Hill goes to Fatal Ambition. What is Overdose going to do next? He's going straight to D. No, forget D. He has 2 people in the site, so more than 1 beast. He pulls out his Lancer, excuse me, 3 Nexus as well. He's going to be kind of careful right now. There goes Demon with the Lancer fire. He gets boom shotted immediately. And Beast sees Overdose, gets another kill with the boom shot. And
this is
so much for your flank.
Yeah, and then on an 18-second respawn round, getting those 2 quick booms is good for your team, right? Because you know that you have a clear man advantage. If you can take your clear man advantage within those 18 seconds, you're gonna have another big man advantage off the players coming off respawn, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's just just simple, simple equations. And at that point, as you're winning those fights, you should be gaining map control as well, and your opponents really shouldn't be able to make any comebacks on you. It just comes down to having your IGL recognizing those situations and capitalizing on them.
Alright, so we're smoking it out. Bisu being a bit aggressive, takes out Champ the Lad, lets him know that his dominance is there, but Dementor's holding on to B-Hill, excuse me, E-Hill with the shotgun out, unable to do much. So he backs up with his Lancer. There's not much he can do here. They're outnumbered. Demons and Dementors in the 2v3.
Alright. So here we go.
They have complete, this room has complete map control, by the way.
Yeah, they do. But I believe we see them lose it like this beforehand. But this is a situation in which you don't have to make big pushes, right? I like the mid-cut control. That's good for B-God because he recognizes that, hey, I don't have to get super aggressive. These guys have to be the aggressors. And if we got button control as well, it's even more perfect for us. But B-God, I told you, he's been a star for this Rump so far in this matchup. And he's getting some key kills. But this is where I talk about where you have a man advantages, right? On 18-second respawns. Use your next advantage. Where is it? He worked with the guy with Nexus as he pushed up, but still a lot of these players are kind of spread out, pinpointing, get the numbers. You know you got 3 players dead, right? They're going to recognize that these guys are going to try to get their home hills. They're going to try to fight for button. You're going to see Disrupt send some reinforcements up top to defend on that button hill. But now, Fatal Ambition, they're panicking because they said, we got to make a play now. We need to get this E-hill, but in order for you to get that, you need to make sure the button is clear, right?
I agree.
And I don't know if anybody's in there or not.
Blaze, I'm not good at math and all, but I'm just saying, I think Fatal Ambition has to get a domination order win this
That
round.
button press right there, right? As it's on for 10 seconds, the points are racking up, and you can't decap that. You just got to leave a player behind to get it. And it's stopped now. He's telling him, go for it. He's telling him, back up and go for it, right? You got 2 players overextended on the other home hill, though. This is going to be one, but the other home hill.
Oh, F-hill.
Oh. Shoot it, Cleaner. There you go. I know he wanted to shoot across and get towards it. All right, so that's going to be good. We can jump back to the other home hill now. This guy, I don't think he's going to push, but I am watching it. Yeah, 2 quick kills for these guys on Fatal Ambition. The E-hill is clear still as well. They're going to have to just keep winning these fights until they get comfortable. But they need to make sure that they're divided properly. Oh,
Yeah, Visu. Daddy Visu coming in with the double kill. And this could be it.
So in a situation like that, you're trying to isolate. You're trying to make a decision. How many resources can we send towards that home hill, right? Because they still needed the E-hill as well. And they were just kind of spread too thin, right? In that late game where they needed the domination, just a few players could not stay up. And you're going to see 6 rounds in a row for Disrupt.
Crazy.
And they knuckle up towards the end of that map number 3 and come out with their 2K victory.
Shout out to Disrupt, and most importantly, shout out to Visu. 30 kills.
Yeah.
30 kills, and also B got 26 kills. 2 names we've seen on Fight Night before.
Yeah.
And it just shows that this type of exposure, it says a lot. You know, if you're able to come out and drop 30 bombs, you know, to win it for the bread, that's what we want to see. That's what makes Gears of War special.
It does make Gears of War special. I will say in this matchup, I did love the back and forth between these 2 teams. You know, especially when it came down to the weapon placements, they were doing a lot of countering towards their opponents.
Yeah.
They knew where their strengths were, and a lot of these rounds were close rounds that came down to the wire. But
Big time.
you know, but we saw who the better team was at the end of that one.
Yeah, and coming up next, guys, make sure you stay tuned because Blaze, we're gonna have Optic Gaming, new look Optic Gaming. I can't wait. So,
on 2.8.
yes, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stay put. Don't go anywhere. Grab a drink, grab a snack. We'll see you soon after this commercial break for Optic Gaming against Ghost Gaming.
Something's happening to me. For months now, I've been having these dreams. Nightmares. But I think they were messages.
It's your grandmother's? There's a place up north. I think we can find you answers there.
Where are we going?
Back to where it all began. I need to know the truth.
Or are we the prey?
She'd never be our enemy by choice. I know that. But what if it's not her choice? The necklace? That's a locust symbol.
I want it out of my head. I want it to stop.
Katie.
Mom!
Cut me loose. Please.
Games play best on Xbox One.
Welcome to the Gears Pro Circuit Open in New Orleans.
We have the best teams from around the globe ready to go at it for $250,000.
Icy looking for that second, shotgun after shotgun, trying to find it, will find it. That's going to be Chaos who falls. Sleeper, he's going to go down as well with it buried 6 feet under.
Oh my
goodness. And now, wow.
Oh my God.
What is going on?
Red Icy, you are an absolute monster.
Grace has to go big. He shuts down the 30, but he's being kept, as well as that Chirpy for his 45th kill of the game. They cap the home hill, and they force a game 3.
Coming back from the 6-3 deficit, simplicity making it look simple.
Oh my Lord.
A 2-0 victory, United over Ghost Gaming. This is a huge feat for United.
You guys suck. How did you guys win a title?
Ghost yesterday, or we can keep beating the dead horse, they were terrible. Sorry, they were.
What's been the inspiration behind the team changes?
Honestly, we had to let go of Kenny and Icy. I think it was really just time for a new beginning.
Optic Gaming on top 2-0, followed by the Ghost Crew 1-1.
Nimbus Esports is kind of one of those teams out of the open bracket that we didn't expect to be here, and honestly, they've been making some noise down there.
We came here, showed up, and now we're in pool play.
On board here with the Vexy still for the match. Who the main slayer is, you guys don't know why he's aiming at the angles, gets a second one. Now, yes. Oh, there it is. All right. Yes, he is probably spotted as well. First sniper hot shot coming out of. Oh my God, Vexy's putting on a show.
Upset on high alert here for Verticon versus Optic Mexico.
This is match point for Lucent Esports, the team that no one expected to be here, coming all the way from Spain, grinding through the open bracket to make it into pool play.
More members of Elevate coming in, they're holding it down, and that's going to wrap things up. 2-0 Elevate.
We got Echo Fox taking on Optic Gaming.
Optic Gaming 7-1 Echo Fox in map 2.
They are taken out. Exclusive, the last hope. He's going to get 2 kills. Oh, the third kill. Exclusive from Elevate. Beast.
Elevate and Rise are 2 key storylines here. I got to give a huge shout out to Elevate placing top 6 at this event.
Here's the issue for Ghost. These rounds haven't been close.
Their lives are terrible, bro. Their lives are terrible right now. They're miserable.
Optic Gaming is going to your winner bracket finals.
Oh, I'm ready to take first place for sure. It's been a while. I'm extremely hungry.
Championship Sunday.
I got 2 teams up here, Optic Mexico and Echo Fox.
Optic does not have a round to drop right now. Boom, Decenot getting a nice headshot right there.
So it is not in play right now. It has been dropped.
Oh my God.
I thought a 2-0 was coming. A 2-0 happened.
Surely the collapse onto the home hill. Sleepy versus Lava. Sleepy keeps Ghost alive for now at least, but the 2v1 push comes through. Sleepy trying to find the damage, trying to make it work. This is basically a 1v3. Sleepy completely taken over this fight. Are you serious, Sleepy?
Go to sleep.
Ghost Gaming take it in 3. They stay alive here in New Orleans and live to fight another day.
We got the championship winners finals ready to get locked up. Creme, Explosive, EU's finest, Optic Gaming, lock it up!
EU's finest, the break doesn't go down. And Optic Gaming have been challenged, they have been tested. We're going to map 3.
Just like that, Optic Gaming with a 7-0 sweep in game number 3.
Ghost Gaming and Echo Fox on the tie-breaker map. 3-3.
Huge. And can we just talk about who we just saw already? Powers with 25 kills in 6 rounds. Echo Fox is already standing up, and Echo Fox will advance to the losers bracket finals. M Powers giving his coach Ryan a huge hug.
3 teams remain, and I got 2 of them right here. EU's finest, Echo Fox, lock it up.
Kenny with a couple big kills. At 186 is the count for Echo Fox. They need 1 hill. They need this right here. Kenny go in. Kenny with another double. 207 Echo Fox, 2-0 EU finest, and punch their ticket to the grand final.
When we play against Optic, it's going to be war.
It's grand final time here in New Orleans. Echo Fox, a miraculous run through the losers bracket. It all started losers round 1, but now you have to beat the kings of Gears of War, not just once, but twice.
Oh, and Fran gets first blood in his grand final.
This is what you want to see from Paladin.
His 483rd kill of the tournament, making 84
my God,
right now.
Echo Fox,
Second round in a row. We got a grand finals on our hands, folks. Optic Gaming is going to force the Game 3 on Reclaim.
Icy 4 rounds in, still is yet to find a kill.
Match point, folks. And they are just going to let them have it.
It's all down to Kenny momentarily. He's completely neutral. Meanwhile, Fran and Kyle, they just need to touch the hill as quickly as possible. In pops Kyle. Kyle turns around, shuts down Mental. They get it! They get it! Optic Gaming, the 7-1 victory in Game 3. Congratulations, Optic Gaming, your 2018 New Orleans champions. The Green Wall back to the kings of Gears of War.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you missed out on the amazing event in New Orleans, our next event will be my home state, San Diego.
Man.
I can't wait.
But
man.
I will say that NOLA hype vid, mad credit to our senior video editor Nate. Okay,
yeah,
because Nate gets it done on the player pieces, the videos you guys see. He gets it done. We love you, Nate. But like you said, San Diego. Gears hasn't been back to California since 2009. I got top 8 that event, so I got nothing but love for California.
In and out all day.
So I don't know what I'm going to do to this event. You know what I'm saying? Gears event in Cali, I'm going to do something amazing. I don't know what it is yet, but we're going to figure it out.
Well, hopefully the momentum continues on.
Yeah.
All right? Mexico was dope. Vegas was dope. New Orleans was out of control.
Yeah.
San Diego's going to be even better.
I was going to say, believe the hype, folks, okay? Yeah. Because it was a lot of people watching from home and was like, damn.
I wish I went.
I should have went, right? And there was a lot of people on Twitter saying, yo, this is crazy because that's what it was, right? Gears Esports is in a beautiful place, you guys. And I'm telling you right now, you do not want to miss San Diego.
No, you really don't. There's one thing I wanted to bring up with you. Guys, if you go to events, you know, but for those of you that never went to an event, there's more than just watching the game.
Yeah.
I was pretty jealous because I'm on the desk. I don't leave the desk, right? This guy is giving away Golden Lancers, headsets, and everything. Like, it's insane. Make sure you hit up San Diego. But Blaze,
the giveaways are fire. Shout out to Astro.
They're ridiculous, yo. For real.
Yeah.
The next game.
Optic
Gaming
versus Ghost Gaming.
I can't. All right. So before we throw this to a video in the first match, who do you think is gonna win this? I like this match.
Optic Gaming.
Optic Gaming?
Yeah, this is Optic Gaming.
All right.
2.8 is gonna be a little bit different. So I'm curious to see how both these teams perform. But based off the play styles of both teams, Optic is a way more versatile team when it comes down to the strafe and a different style of gameplay that 2.8 is able to give that extra to, right? Give that extra advantage, making it smooth to. And compared to Ghost Gaming, where 2.7 I feel like was a better update for them.
Right.
Quick reactions, into your face gameplay. But I'm looking for sleepy time on Ghost to make some big plays for this team to kind of step it up in this one. Okay. But I think Optic overall is a more balanced team currently, and Ghost got a lot of things in which they need to work on.
I'm going to kind of go for Ghost because those boys are hungry. I actually spoke with Fatal Strike on my way to pick up Blaze, right? All right. And then Fatal Strike, he didn't say anything bad about Optic. He said in order for them to beat us, like all 5 players have to be going crazy.
Yeah.
And I said, what's the difference? He says, these guys have been at the top for years. They're poised, praise, solars, explosives. They've only been getting top 2 for the last, whatever years. So Ghost Gaming, when you look at these guys, they're new to being at the top.
Yeah.
They're learning, they're growing, and they're only going to get better from here. So I'm really excited to see how this series is going to turn out. But Blaze, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the first map of the day soon after this short break. Optic Gaming and Ghost Gaming.
When I got suspended and they announced my ban, it was possibly like the worst feeling ever. Like, wow, like, this is reality. Like, it's a reality check to really redeem myself and just come back stronger and better than ever. Those 6 months that I've been banned for, it matured me a lot, and I've learned a lot. I'm here to be better, and we're back, and the original Ghost Gaming is kind of back. So we're here to make some noise. Honestly, it feels really, really good to be back on the team that I started with. I do feel like I'm a perfect fit for this Ghost team because you gotta understand there's a lot of teams that are making roster changes to contend with the best. So in order to be the best, you must have the best players on your team. Our biggest obstacle is basically beating ourselves. We have to make sure that, you know, we're always focused on the game and, you know, don't worry about anybody else. And don't beat yourself up and just, you know, stay positive and, you know, the outcome will be a win.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your map bans and picks for this Optic Gaming and Ghost Gaming matchup. Forge, Blitz, and Impact were banned, but Harbor, Foundation, and Reclaim were chosen. This is going to be interesting. Harbor, I'm excited to see.
Yeah, Harbor's going to be a good map, Vale. And, you know, hey, we'll see what they can do. It's going to come down to those team fights off that opening initial, but we'll see if Ghost Gaming got what it takes.
Oh, I have hope for Ghost Gaming because Regis gets the kill. Suddenly on summons, Praise taken out as well. The Ghost Gaming starting strong with 2 kills, but Soldiers fires back, taking out Identity. Oh, and this is a bloodbath phase. Sleepy Town rushes. These players are going completely off of rushes with a shotgun out. Oh, he chases down Solus and takes him out as well. So being 4 red, he's capping this B hill. We're going to see what him and Sleepy Time can do next.
All right, you see, the 2-hill advantage is going to be in favor of Ghost Gaming. Rushes and Sleepy makes it in. Let's see what Optic wants to do. Praise, not wasting any time. He ended up getting down, trying to push Speedy and gets cleaned up. So he was probably a second off from Mental and Explosive being in positions to help him. But I love Optic Gaming in these positions, Vale. Why? Because when they make comebacks, they do it in such a way where it's just like, you know what? I never thought about that. But you just see how they just make plays, right? How Solus just gets in. Almost supposed to get in a 3-piece, but he opens up the door for his teammate to get him isolated in a 1v1. Now Optic is just getting players in position to try to get this height advantage on the map and control Stern.
So one thing that we need to see from this Ghost Gaming roster, we're going to need to see consistency and composure. One stat I like to throw out there, shout out to Prodigy on Twitter. Make sure you follow him if you don't. This team went 50% in every map that they played. They won 11 and they lost 11. You're looking at Optic Gaming, they're over 80%. They lost, I believe, 3 maps the entire event. So you're looking at a team that's been there at the top. They're composed, they're consistent against a team that can challenge you for the title, but also have problem against lesser teams. So Ghost Gaming, a team on the rise. We're going to see what Identis can do.
All right, you see Identis. He's going to be pushing up, trying to get that shot, but could not get it off. And he's going to have this player. He's going to be getting chased down, but he's running into the angles of Optic. And that's going to be 3 quick kills for Praise and Summons together. They see where the last 2 is. They got the down. All going to be up to Speedy. He can't do it. And at the end of the round, Optic Gaming finally finds the position to close this one out.
A wise man once said, you know, defense is your greatest offense. I was talking to Fatal Strike, and he said the one thing about this Optic Gaming roster is that their defense is as strong as ever. You know, you push them, you're going to have multiple Lancers firing at you. Once they get that kill, they move in together in the wolf pack formation. So, you know, they count numbers, push where there's a weakness, and they all shoot for each other. That's one great thing about them.
You know, I always make it my mission on whenever I'm casting Optic Gaming to kind of, you know, expose their weaknesses and what they're doing.
You can
because
do that.
we did a whole season of nobody able to beat these guys, right? So I've been trying to make it easy for everybody who watches these matches to expose where the chinks in the green wall are, but also at the same time highlighting what their opponents do wrong sometimes, so you guys don't make those same mistakes. And you know, like I said, when Optic finds their backs against the wall, they always find a way to get out of that, right? And so you got to ask yourself, what are they doing great, and where are their opponents are making their mistakes at? And so in this one, we are going to see that torque roll go down. Ghost Gaming loves that in the hands of Speedy. And they're going to get that winch control, right? They get a few shots in by Optic. Not going to give up their footing just yet. They're going to stay committed to this fight. And now, once they put out the damage, they put themselves in positions just to hit their shots, right?
There we go.
They get 3 shots. They get 4 quick kills in that fight, because even though Ghost Gaming got themselves in a power position, Optic, the one thing about them is like, you can put damage in on us, but we're going to hold our ground against you every single time. Like, we're not backing up. So you can push us, or you can wait till we push you.
And you know what's scary about Optic on this map? What if I told you they played 28 rounds on this map in New Orleans and won 75% of the time?
I believe it.
With a 100% win rate on Harbor, this is a team that you don't want to have any mistakes with. And Simmons with the torque bow, he is a sight. He takes out Sleepy, looking for one more, unable to get the second kill, but he is in a power position to make bigger plays.
There we go. Shout out to Prodigy and Vel. I'm gonna let you work those stats this whole time, okay? Because I want to work these timers.
All right.
All right.
Woo! Okay.
Oh,
the double! The double!
Oh, what you gonna do?
Stop it!
Welcome
Stop
to
it.
MLG Twitter, fam.
Stop it!
That was dirty.
When's the last time you saw that, boy?
Oh, that was dirty. Look at him. Look at him.
This is so good. He's so good. He's not a guy you want to push 1v1, but he's also a guy you have to keep track of every time he's live on the map.
Now, he's looking to get one more, but he cannot. He will fall. So, but that torque roll, didn't get a chance to track the timer on it when it first got picked up, but it should be up soon. And now, let's see. So they're going to be starting to push in unison together. You see Explosives, he's still holding that height advantage, right?
Yeah.
Both these players, they're going to try to push from the stairs so they have some good cover to work with. He's going to melee his teammate, trying to get that quick revive, but his teammate is sliding all over the place where he couldn't get it when he wanted to, but he finally found it. And so now you got 4 players in this area for Ghost Gaming. They're trying to find the angles, right? But these players get marked. But look at this, Optic pushed from 2 different sides, right? They distracted, they isolated a 1v2 towards the winch, but also kept the man advantage on a higher side of the map where they were able to push out. So Ghost Gaming, even though they were grouped up together, they were not able to fight as a unit.
Yeah, here we are with Speedy. 8 kills so far in the second round. A guy who averaged 24 kills a map in New Orleans. Dominations come through for Optic Gaming, so Speedy and Co, they're going to have to go ahead and rush and get these hill caps. So B Hill is currently being capped. They're going to have to go for a domination if they want to stand a chance to C.
Big 1v.
Currently being capped
Big 1v.
by Ghost Gaming. All that's left is their home hill.
They got good eyes on Rushy, but they're trying to get to this hill. They need to get on at 206. They need to get on top of this hill so they can decap it. And that's not gonna happen. Not with Mental. All right, you thought Mental was nasty before, man, but wait till you see him for the rest of this season.
Oh, you're talking about the MVP, baby?
Yeah, you thought the season 1 MVP was disgusting before.
Oh.
But you know, I believe that based off his play style, right? And it's really, for me, it's only him on Optic who it's him and Praise, actually. I take it back. It's him and Praise who kind of have more of a strafing play style and they're gonna benefit from this new update off of it.
Man.
Both of them, they're deadly with that. And you know, it's gonna be hard for those guys to kind of miss some shots. But the one thing is that we learned, okay, in NOLA is that this Optic team is beatable. They're very beatable. All right. Now the only teams to kind of take maps on it, but also was Echo Fox and EU's finest. All right. Now last season I felt like Optic Gaming was in a tier by themselves.
Yeah.
Then it was Echo Fox in the tier by themselves.
Not this season.
Then it was exactly. I believe that Echo Fox, Optic, and EU's finest are a lot closer than what people think they are.
Oh yeah.
All right. Optic isn't that far ahead of both of those teams. So
I don't want to talk about that heartbreak in the final.
Yeah, y'all gotta understand. Optic is not that far ahead of both these teams.
No.
And when it comes down to the next event, both those teams will be better. Just like how we saw Echo get better throughout the weekend. EU's finest, they got some tough lessons as well. But for the struggles that they had before the event, they're gonna be better as well. So this Optic Gaming roster, the one thing that they can't do is get complacent like the old roster did, right? They got a lot more they got a lot to work for. They got a lot of things in which they need to do. So we'll see. But I don't want, don't think that this Optic Gaming team is unbeatable.
They're not unbeatable.
Yeah.
Like okay, we had the LAN event tomorrow. I would still put money on EU's finals, but that's Optic Gaming. All right, but here we go with the identity.
I made bet on Echo Fox, like that's just kind of how I feel based off how those teams kind of started to progress. But in this matchup so far, you're gonna see Ghost Gaming with a nice, with a small lead of 20 points, 30 points.
They shouldn't be comfortable.
But they got the 2 cap, but they got a 2
Look at that.
Yeah, they got a 2 cap without height advantage, right? And you see Optic, they're lining up down low because they know they can get this B hill for free as long as they got the height advantage up top. But you need to be quick on that kill with Summons. You need to get him out as soon as possible. Even Mental comes down. Explosives is on a winch. He got a lot of free shots. They get a kill though, so that's good for him so far. It looked a little bit unwinnable to me, based off the position that Explosive is in, but Ghost Gaming finding a way to stay alive. But Optic Exploding just gets the damage in. Get the shots in one by one. They're toying with Ghost. But Ghost, they manage to stay alive, work together as a unit, and now the domination coming through for Ghost Gaming. They did a great thing. Good job. They secure it. The A-Hill being decapped off the other end of the map.
In case anybody missed it, Rushies was the MVP in that push. Rushies actually put up a flank. He had 2 people shooting him in the back as he went ahead and disrupted their setup. So Rushies, the star player of the team, he made that push possible with his flanks. He was able to stay alive. And he's alive, still getting kills, taking out Solus with a headshot.
Rushies, he's being annoying.
How is he alive for so long?
But that's his job, right? To extend those rounds as long as he can. But losing that home hill of Optic, that should secure this round for Optic Gaming. They haven't capped it just yet. My fault, sorry. That should have secured a round for Ghost Gaming.
That's it.
They got the extension. They kept the 2 cap as long as they needed to, and it worked out for them.
All right, here we are, 2-1. Ghost Gaming, a team that's 50-50 on this map compared to a team that's 100% here. We're going to see Ghost Gaming to see if they can break that.
Rushies, 15 kills in 3 rounds.
Rushies is a dog. I'm telling you.
That's good stuff out of him. That's what you want. That's 5 kills a round for him. He's making some big plays.
You know what that is for Rushies? That's just a regular Wednesday.
That's just a Wednesday.
Regular 2K game.
Yeah, that's just a Wednesday on Gears Fight Night for him.
Hey, I've seen Rushies. You know, when I started counting stats for Gears a few years ago, I actually tried to highlight that Rushies and Speedies. You know, they're able to get 15 kills after 3 rounds or whatnot. They did it so often. It's like, how can I talk about this all the time? These guys are absolutely insane when it comes to slaying. But Speedy right behind him with 11 kills, arguably one of the best duos in the game. We're going to kick things off on round.
All right, we're going to keep a good timer on this Torque Bow. But both teams, they got to consume their resources up top. 4 players from each one. Optic using those smokes. They say, hey, you know what? When Ghost Gaming, the fact that they allowed that quick pick to happen, I'm actually kind of disappointed because I want to see Speedy and Rushies play for that aggressively every single time, right? When I see, and that's based off the play style of both those guys. When I see Optic get a free quick pick and just kind of back up, this is like, all right, well, what did you miss out on? Like, how did you allow that to happen? Because I know how much, you know, especially Speedy even wants that power weapon at times, but it is what it is. The Torque Bow is out, and Ghost made the quick rotation down low. So one thing is that Ghost kept the map control. They kept Stern and Winch under their control. They got the B hill. Now Optic's going to rotate up top, use his Torque Bow as help as well. We'll see if they need to get a kill in their favor, and they will be able to single out Sleepy Time. He was a little bit pushed too far up. When you know that you don't got teammates in your vicinity and you see 3 members of Optic Gaming group up, you probably should just give up that hill.
You don't fight that.
Yeah, just give up that position. Play your life a little bit.
All right, Summers coming up on the flank, trying to get a kill. He gets a great shot on Speedy. Speedy taken up by Solus, but God plays. Picks up a headshot on his Ghost. He's trying to make plays across the map before Braves take him out.
So I was trying to identify, you know, where it all went wrong, and it went wrong because Ghost Gaming, and it's not over just yet, folks, but that setup went wrong for Ghost Gaming. They had Sleepy and Rushy up top. They had 3 members down low after they secured the B hill. Optic out-rotated them. They stacked 4 members in that area, right? They isolated Sleepy Time in a 3v1. Sleepy was further enough for him to see. Those call-outs should have got made, especially with Rushies on Winch as well. 3 people are pushing up top. Rushies and Sleepy should have tried to group together to have a better chance in a 2v3. But once Sleepy died, Rushies was null and void. He got singled out in a 2v1, right? At that point, a lot of other players were trying to back up. They're like, oh my God, we got to defend our home hill, you know, to try to hold off. At that point, the numbers are all in Optic Gaming's favor. They got out-rotated. That's how Ghost Gaming lost that round. They just got out-rotated, but they should have saw it coming a mile away.
One thing you should know from Optic Gaming, they don't fly around the map, okay? They're real methodical when it comes to positions. Paper Strike says, you watch the team's comms, they're not yelling all the time. They're really quiet because they want to keep the comms open for, you know, they hear out these number call-outs, and that's why they take advantage of these two-pack scenarios. Trajan post, they know there's 2 players up there. They get the power weapon, they back up. That's the whole important part about keeping your comms clean and painting a picture for your teammates about where everybody is on the map to make these plays.
All right, so once again, Ghost Gaming, right? We're early control up top, and I think they're gonna have. They don't have the power weapons. They allow Optic to get the power weapons and drop back again with them. You know, and you see Mental, he's playing that defensive position, and I guess, you know, for Optic, they're saying, hey, let's just make sure we keep the power weapon out of Ghost's hands, right? And we at least secure our home hill, lock down our map, and see what type of mistakes these guys got to make. Because it's been working for them. I think sole purpose is get power weapon, rotate.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay.
With the quick charge. He missed that one, and he's going to pay for it. Rushy, staying on top of mental, keeping the pressure. And that's what you got to do when you play against the Season 1 MVP. But Rushies will fall. Now Ghost, you're going to lose that B hill as well. So when you're Ghost and you get that map control, you just got to figure out how do we keep it, man? Yeah. How do we keep it? How do we allow it? How do we allow the quick pick not to happen on the side of Optic Gaming?
You have to be more aware. You can't put yourself in bad situations. You have to have your lancers out. You're going to have your support weapon players ready. You're going to have to create that line of fire like teams such as Echo Fox Optic Gaming do so well.
But this is where, okay, so when I see God Plays joins his roster, right?
Let me hear it, Blaze.
No, but like when I'm just saying, compared to Ribs, right? When I see God Plays joining this roster, to me, it means that they're about to have this fast play game style in your face, taking fights, taking chances, right?
Exactly.
And Identives used to be the player. You know, the Identives play style has changed a lot on his team, but he still used to be.
He can get loose.
He used to be like the speedy in the Latin American region, right? He got loose. So you got the pieces, right? But I don't want Ghost Gaming to overthink it. They don't need to be overthinking anything. They just need to trust their instincts, get in Optic Gaming space, and throw those punches.
Because they can fight, toe-to-toe.
They can fight, right? They can win a shotgun fight. They just need to get in their face, and that's what I want to see.
There we go.
3 kills, get both power weapons as well. All right? You got to get in their face. You got to challenge the fight. Who cares if they won NOLA? Who cares if they got a bunch of championships under their belt? All right? You gotta fight them every time. You can't try to outthink these guys because that's what they will do.
New Orleans could be a good thing for Ghost Gaming. New Orleans could be a good thing for them because now Ghost Gaming, yeah, they won or whatever, but a bad placing, they're hungry again. They want it.
They're hungry and they want it, but I don't feel like I saw their true play style yet, right?
We didn't.
I don't feel like I saw them trying to play the way that this team was built to play as. And you just gotta not care. You know, you gotta care. Don't care, but there's a certain point now you gotta like kind of not care to begin these points. Not care to lose, right? Not care to lose that initial. Not care to get chunked as a front spawn and give up your position. Yeah. You gotta take those opportunities until you get more consistent at winning.
I agree. Here we are. Confidence is a thing. As Mental takes out Rushies. Front spawn certified praise. Looking through the smoke. He sees 1 player, 2 players now in front of him. He's gonna put him in a few shots, unable to advance in the fight. So he backs up, pulls out his Lancer, and supports his teammates. Scalpel tries to pick up a teammate. He gets taken out by Explosives. So Explosives and Praise pushing into 2v1, taking out Speedy. Explosive unfortunately died as well. 3 players down for Ghost Gaming, 1 down for Optic.
Yeah, I lost track of votes throughout that chaos.
There was too much going on.
My fault. It's halftime, folks. What I'm talking about, right? I saw that player kind of crouch down like he was picking it up, like he was picking up ammo or something, but that was just a shot to go to the ground. So my fault. That was halftime. But this is the 5-2 lead for Optic Gaming, right? And they love those round 1s and 7s. With no power weapons on the map because they know that they can go toe-to-toe with just those stock weapons and beat their opponents. But Ghost, once again, I want some more of those aggressive rounds. And the thing is, especially with Optic, is that you're going to have to start playing this more like execution towards these later rounds, right?
Yeah.
With 2 seconds being tacked on to the respawn timers from the get-go, and, round 7s being 24-second respawn rounds, depending on your map selection, you win an initial, it should be over, right?
Depending on map selection, it was over when Optic picked the map they're 100% on.
That's true. The only map that they lost was Forge Blitz. The whole tournament, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me pull up this Prodigy stat.
I forgot which one. I don't know if Echo beat him on Foundation. Before that, I think Echo beat him on Foundation. Before that, it was just Forge Blitz. But that and that Foundation against Echo was the 2 maps that they lost. But you see, Summon, his whole team is next to him. They allowed another quick pick, right? And he's just trying to put these balls on the ground. But the thing is that you have the same spawns as these guys.
Yeah.
Why do they have 3 players in front of the Torque ball and you don't? You know?
This is questionable, Blaze. But by the way, it was Forge and Damn. But Sleepy Time, he sees the Torque in front of him. He goes for the kill. But there is a trade. As Summons, he's able to tag Sleepy with the Torque Bow as soon as he died. But Praise picks up the Torque Bow, a weapon that I've seen him use in Serious UE. He is an absolute beast with it. But God plays bouncing around left and right, gets taken out by Explosives in an unnecessary fight. And we're going to see Explosives, the in-game leader for this Optic Gaming roster, move in to help out with this domination.
All right, and you see they're looking to get in on top of this home hill, trying to get a few more kills. They got the damage, they got the crossfire. They're being told to commit to the fight as well. Torque is watching that E hill. He's making sure nobody gets behind him. All players accounted for on the Ghost Gaming side. Now Optics, they're just trying to play him up one more time. Praise loves these fights, right?
Take this.
Close quarters.
All right, now he can't take this.
But I'm surprised Optic didn't commit to that one. Praise thought that they were still committed to it as well. That's why he stayed up as close as he did. But he's going to back up, knowing that I think he may have a few more bows as well.
Yeah, he has a few left, but you know what? They're going to wait for Ghost Gaming to try to push him on his east side. You see two players setting up for a potential push, gathering intel, unable to make a push because of numbers. But they throw a smoke grenade. They're going to push them for the 2v2. It gets Praise and go. Explosive gets the kill on Speedy. And here goes the team fight. Praise with the chunk and another kill, taking out Rushies.
Child's play, man. Child's play.
And you can just hear Praise laughing as he's doing that.
Yeah, you really can. I just hear his voice in my head. I'm pretty sure everybody in the stream heard his voice. But you see the domination coming through for Optics to match point. So going into this next round, I want us all to pay close attention to that overhead map, because it's routes in which Optic Gaming are taking to get that Torque Bow, in which Ghost Gaming are not, right? Which are allowing them, Optic, to get well-placed smokes and have 3 players standing on top of that power weapon. Okay, but with Ghost putting the boom down early, we're not going to see that opening rush towards Torque, and that's a rightful placement with the boom shot, because you're losing a fight up top. You at least need to try to isolate that and make it a 1v1 or something, so that guy has at least a better chance at defending that bow grab. And now the overhead map is going to be a little bit different, but we usually see 3 players play to that middle. But also, Optic, they've been so well with the quick pick, right? They're keeping 4 players close. 4 players close in the area. And they got them watching each other's back. Good quick picks. Ghost way too spread out.
Nobody was shooting in the direction of the boom shot, the biggest gun on the map. Praise was able to get it while being 100% health. Unheard of. It shouldn't happen.
Rushies won a 1v1 against Solos to the Torque Bow as well. So they traded off. Perfect.
Praise gets the double kill, going for the triple. He gets that as well, taking out Speedy, Rushies, and Godplay, so left alive. It's Identity. Sleepy Time was just taken out by Explosives. All looking like domination.
Have to fight this 1v. Nice fight by Identities. He held that positioning, held that shot. Praise bricked him, but Identities got close enough to finish it off. Yes. He was literally 2% from dying. He was like 98% on that health.
All right, Identities gets behind Summons, but Summons still turns around, gets the chunk, gets the double kill, taking out Speedy. Summons is here. You know what I like about Summons? Ever since his team changed, Summons has been more loose.
Yeah.
He's been dominating a lot more. I like it.
Rightfully so.
Somebody who's grinded 1v1s, and he's really getting a shine right now.
But that's what happens when you get a new vibe on a team. And we heard Explosive say many times in the interview that, hey, we just need a new feel on our team, right? Something new. And, you know, when you have that and you're remotivated, you're going to see this guy kind of, you know, step up to another level.
Oh, yeah. That guy is something. With 22 kills and 11 down so far in 8 rounds. Great, but he gets taken down by Speedy. Ghost Gaming, they're looking to make a push to capture this middle hill.
All right, Ghost Gaming working together, working their numbers. Wolfpack standing close, keeping it nice and tight. New power weapon is going to be up soon. Optic maybe realizes that as well. But with Boom Shot being down low, you can kind of focus on your home hill, just kind of focus on that boom pickup if you want to.
All right, Mental doing mental things, takes out Speedy, but you know what? He gets taken out by Sleepy Time in a 1v3. So here goes rotation, 124 to 102. 2 hills to 1. Optic Gaming in the lead with the boom shot as well. They can very much put it away if they play their cards right.
All right, let's see. Torque Bow just respawned, so that's going to be acquired. Now the boom shot was picked up. Yep, it's already in the hand of Summons as well.
Right.
But Summons has to push up from a height advantage, right? Dennis does have a few spots in which he can sit in, but you can't allow him to get up the ramp though. Somebody has to be there. You can't allow him to walk up for free, you guys.
One big play after another. Summons letting you know, do not give him a power weapon. All 5 players down for those gaming plays is pretty much it.
Yeah, especially on this map, number 1. It's all optic gaming, folks. They make it look easy. 7-2.
100%.
And yeah, you can't let Summons walk up that ramp for free. If anything, you stay behind that cover and you shoot him as he's coming up, and force him to try to get a shot off some splash damage, bait the shot out, hit a quick up A, dodge it, something, but you can't let him just walk up that ramp and shoot a goal.
With a combined 47 kills between Summons and Praise, I'm pretty sure they almost outslayed the entire Ghost Gaming roster.
Probably.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, but in map number 2, I'm going to be looking more for Ghost Gaming to stop all these quick picks from Optic, right?
It has to stop.
Because I appreciate Optic for it because it looks like old execution strategies on Gears 3, Gears 2, Gears 1, right?
Yes.
Get the smokes, get the push, go for the weapon slide out, the quick pick, something, right? Acquire the power weapon, then make your transitions after. And Ghost Gaming gave up that quick pick.
I don't get it.
I want to say every round Optic came out on top. I can't think of a single round besides the one round Ghost got aggressive in that round 6, where they won that opening initial and they was able to chain reaction and get the rest of the kills on the 22-second respawn round, where they won that initial. But every other one it was a quick pick. Boom, we're out with both. We're out with boom. And they accomplished their strategy.
I have a question. I mean, we didn't see any type of Lancer fire coming through. You and I, we played for about 30 years now, Gears of War. Can it be like a fear factor? Why aren't they pushing up to fight these fights when it comes to these quick picks?
I don't know, but if you're going to be that passive, you need to make sure that you got those Lancers focused through those smokes. You got a lot of team fire, and you're trying to get it down and cause some commotion off that down. But like I said before, just a lot of those times, it just felt like those power weapons was given up for free. I didn't feel Optic being contested at all.
Well, hopefully Ghost Gaming can come back strong because, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to map 2 soon. Hopefully Ghost Gaming can fight back. We'll see you on the other side after we learn a little bit more about Optic Gaming.
Since we picked up Praise and Solars, everything has pretty much gone really smooth. I feel like everyone just kind of fit in the team as they are. I feel like this is what we needed in terms of our team and kind of reigniting that fire. I wouldn't say we were getting complacent as a team, but we definitely weren't as hungry as we were when we first started. Now that we have Praise and Solars, honestly, I feel like there's nothing we can do to this team to make ourselves better. We know what we're capable of individually, and honestly, we're not here to showcase our skill. We're not here to prove that we're the best 5 players in the game. We're here to prove that we're the hungriest team in the game. Our strategy going up against Ghost, honestly, is just to play our game and do what we've been doing. Be selfless and take the win.
The genius about this Optic Gaming roster is that they have the best leader in the game that also leads by example. When you take a look at Explosives, there's nothing that he can't do on his team. And talking to a few other players and coaches in this game, they say the fight always is where Explosives is.
Yeah.
He's always leading the pack, he's leading the charge, and he's always 2 steps ahead of people. And the one thing about Optic Gaming that you have to pay attention to, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Fatal said they'll take 3 miles. Listen, and he's going against his team right now. So these players and these coaches, they're honest when it comes to this Optic Gaming roster. So when you play this team, you have to minimize these mistakes. You have to see what they're doing, count numbers. Whenever you see yourself down 2 to 3, 3 to 4, they're going to push that. So you're going to have to be aware of that. Keep your comms clean, and you're going to have to outsmart them the good old-fashioned.
Also, but Phil, if I had that intel, about Explosive leading the pack every single time, I'm looking for his character, okay?
All the time.
Where's Marcus at? You know what I'm saying? Whatever character he's using, you call it out because most likely he's gonna be in those main engagements in which you need to win.
Yeah. So a lot of people,
that I just got truth thinking about it.
It's true.
You could just see Optics move 5 moves ahead. If you
always.
Explosives. He's pushing towards our home. Yeah. Hey, they got 3 they all pushing our home, right? You
Look
just
at
gotta
VOD.
Get it out there.
Look at VOD. Every advancement they made the last map, it was calculated. They always pushed in when they had numbers. You never saw separate 1v1s ever forced in choke points.
Yeah, hey, if you find a leader of the pack and you can keep tabs on him,
hey,
you can keep tabs of optics rotations at the same time as well.
Exactly.
But, you know, as I said, it may sound like simple things, but
it's not against this team, not at all.
I haven't, you know,
not at all.
I'm waiting to see, you know, it really get put into fruition and these teams really start making these changes.
Quick question: is this the best Optic Gaming roster we've seen in Gears of War?
No, of
not
course
at all.
not. No,
all right.
No. It was the last roster.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. It was the last roster.
Okay.
Okay. When this team wins 5 titles, okay.
Then we'll talk.
When they win 4 more titles, okay, a few more 2Ks, and then we can talk about it when they get the 5th, right? We can have the conversation. But when they get the 6th, all right. We can kind of throw them down. Till the end of that old roster.
I'm excited to see how Ghost Gaming, Echo Fox, EU's Finest match up against them. But, ladies and gentlemen, heading into map 2 on Foundation, a map that we've seen Ghost Gaming have miraculous comebacks on, great wins. We're going to see Optic Gaming and Ghost Gaming, if possible. I would love to get on board with Mental.
We'll see what spawn he's going to be on, but you know this is Optic Gaming's map pick, right? They go to their Foundation is their go-to because they just make it look easy.
I've seen Praise run around on this map and it's just disgusting.
Really is.
All right, so guys, if you hear in the background, you hear gunfire. So here we are, round 1 on board with Minto on a bounce and a quick shot. He's unable to get a kill yet. Shooting through smoke, full rest. He's in the backup. But if you take a look at your screen, 5 players down for Ghost Gaming. Optic Gaming with the clean white. Mental going for the AO cap.
What's the timer on this round?
This is it.
I got to track. This is pretty fast, actually. This is 31, 32.
33 seconds.
30, I think it's going to end at 32.
32 seconds.
32.
32 seconds.
I want to say, I think on Reclaim, we've seen some 20s before, maybe.
Rounds have been faster than that?
I think so, but that was 32.
Did Ghost Gaming even shoot a gun?
Hey. We'll be done with Fight Night in like, what, 4 minutes?
Fatal, turn on their monitor.
We'll be done at Fight Night in 3.5 minutes. If they can, at least the next 5 minutes.
I mean, I'm hungry,
this
so
could
Mental go off.
7-minute map?
Hey, we can see.
Hey, I got dinner plans.
But this is big to me. Okay, people might say it's online, whatever.
I gotta cook
but you have to make a statement when you go against Optic Gaming. You can't let them always beat you down in every possible
And this
category.
is a situation where Ghost takes the entire 30 seconds to make sure they talk about what happened.
Yeah.
And usually, you know, and you can tell based off how quick kind of some teams place these weapons on, you know, hey, let's try to ice them, regroup, talk about it compared to, okay, we know what happened. Put the weapon down. Let's get into it. But also, even with the twerk bow there, that piston slot is still kind of treated as a 1v1, even when you get a boom down. So if Ghost won this round, they got Sleepy down mid-map. Mental went down, but with the quick res.
Numbers. Praise rolled right into the middle in the fight. He was able to pick up his teammates and getting kills, cleaning it up. 4 players down right now for Ghost Gaming. God plays. Last one alive, but he gets taken out, and another domination has come through.
Can I get a time?
Please give me a time, Cleaner.
It's no show at the end. 32!
No shot! 32! No shot!
Let's go. Can we do a 32
What is happening?
Oh, man.
Good God almighty.
32. Still no kills.
Give him some milk.
Okay. Still no kills.
I'm optimistic. Ghost Gaming is going to pick it up eventually.
So check this out. This round from the beginning, we're going to do it without no X-ray cam. All right? We're going to do no X-ray cam. We're going to see it from the viewpoint.
I like this.
Of the player we're casting from, so you guys can kind of see from home. And I think we're going to stay on board with Praise for this one.
All right.
And Praise is going to get it free. Actually, he's going to go OE right away. And so that boom did get placed down. All right?
Boom down. We see Reshies take out explosives far away, and you scream. But Reshies gets the double kill, taking out Solar. Sleepy Time putting out shots from Reshies. Gets the triple kill. Sleepy Time with the support fire takes out Praise as well.
But does Ghost get a domination like Optic did? That's
5 down for Optic Gaming. Boom shot and torque bow in the hands of Ghost Gaming. Blaze, this is it. All right, what's going on?
Okay, they got hit with a... The decap was there. They're getting the kills.
All right, there we go.
Oh!
Wait. Speedy, you gotta do it. No shot. No shot.
So, that's... okay, I'm not gonna,
All right.
I'm gonna give Ghost some more time. That was scary. That was super
that
scary.
was scary.
But you see how difficult it was?
They had everything and still struggled.
Still how difficult it was to kind of close out that domination.
Torque bow.
That's the difference between the two teams, right? That's the difference. All right.
If I'm Optic, I'll put down nothing as well. You have everything you need on the map. Torque
and
bow,
actually, it was Ghost Gaming who put down the boom, so that was good for them. And for Optic to say, hey, no to the dual spawns, because usually they're like, hey, let's work them, let's get those in the hands of explosives, but still, they said, nah, we good. Let's just focus down towards mid-map. Let's see if it happens again.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Here we are on Speedy, 2 kills. Ghost Gaming finally on the map, 1-2. No kills yet, but Speedy shooting through smoke. Here we go. Mental getting the first blood on Rushy. Solar's dead. Identim's dead. 3 down for Ghost Gaming. 4.
Oh, no, God plays
Sleepy
around.
Here we go.
He got
there was the Torque bow.
That was big plays. Who was
Optic.
that? Summons.
Are we going to, is this going to be over in less than a minute again?
Yeah, they just spawning up. Yeah, they're going to get it. They're going to get it. This is like a 35 second though.
Prodigy.
32.
Take stats on how long.
39. Still under 40 though. Still under 40-second round.
No shot.
Well, in the future, we'll really be able to because I think average round time is super important.
Yeah.
Because that says a lot. If your average round time is under 40 seconds,
that's all bad.
Oh, it is all bad. But what we're noticing is that it's the opening initials, right?
Yeah.
Rushies, when he was able to get that kill on Mental from the get-go, he got the 3 kills in quick succession. They secured all the power weapons. It was all good. So at this point, when you're both these teams, right, you keep the explosive weapons down. Boom, boom, nades, because all that does is secure the round for you when you win the opening initials. It's going to be, it's that important. It's everything.
Hey,
so really, between Rushies and Mental, whoever can break ice first, we gave Mental a lot of love, but I want to give it to Rushies this time. Because I want to see.
He did well that round.
Yeah, I want to see Rushies kind of come out the gate, and I want to see also at the same time how is Mental slightly besting him, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So on board with Rushies, 5 kills so far.
He couldn't hit that fade because he was stunned.
Full red. Let's see if he's able to get the kill. Misses his first shot.
Both those
shot
players
still down. Late smokes come out. Speedy gets taken out with a headshot along with Praise. Rushies trying to put his shots when he can. Full red. He's in a fight against Mental. He takes cover, but he sees himself in a potential 1v2, so he runs away back to Pistons. Explosives gets taken out by Godplays.
He's been
3
weak.
Down for Ghost Gaming. 3 down for Optic.
You got to see a little bit of it, but I was able to see that. Good job, Godplays. But I was able to see that his health not come back because he was air bouncing around that corner trying to get there, right?
Touch a wall.
Yeah, his health wasn't coming back. It was almost a little problematic for him. But that he's one of the players of which something like that's going to affect, right?
Yeah.
But Ghost Gaming trying to work together, chain reviving out. They've extended this round. Ended up coming out on top, winning that fight. Good stop by Ghost Gaming.
2-3. Hey, listen. Optics winning in 5 seconds and whatnot, but Ghost Gaming is still putting rounds on the board, which is extremely important. It's not a race, it's a marathon, Blaze.
I agree with that.
It's a marathon.
You saw even Rushies, he almost died coming out of that smoke, but a player missed his shot, and I believe Mental missed his shot, and they just kind of split their ways, and they turned that bottom fight into a 3v3. Yeah. But Godplays managing to get that boom mid-map, secured a double kill, put Ghost Gaming in a good position. Now, I believe we saw something get removed off the map. We'll see what it is soon. And, folks, we're in 22-second respawn rounds, and they just swapped the boom out for a drop shot.
I like that.
It's going to be good. Still going to be an explosive weapon. They want to keep something there that was going to do a lot of damage. So the drop shot is a good replacement, especially if you got to remove something off the map.
But if I'm Ghost Gaming, I'd rather have the boom shot than the drop shot because you get the more direct
Ooh,
hit.
They gave up both power weapons?
Oh, Mental 4 red gets taken out by Speedy, unable to get the clutch torpo. But here goes Speedy fighting back. 4 red.
To that Bland Fire Lancer.
Right. Oh, it's Rushy's a sleepy time with him. The drop shot comes down, barely misses sleepy time. But Speedy capping this beat here with Pistons. He's gonna move in to help out his teammates now.
I know.
But Godplays and Rushies were taking out 3 players down for Optic Gaming. Mental coming out of spawn. Speedy trying to make a difference for red. Gets shot in the back. Great support fire from this Optic Gaming roster as Solars picks up the kill.
This is the small little mistake, but this is actually good.
Nah, not the chainsaw.
Like, Ghost just needs to make sure they don't lose off the attention. All right, and they extend these rounds out a little bit more. and do not lose off the initial. At that point, they can kind of find some openings in Optic Gaming's in that green wall, but in this one, you see, it's Optic getting aggressive in this 22-second respawn round. Right. You're going to secure that on the home hill. There you go.
That's it. All right, it was more than a minute, Blaze, but 4-2. So
but so when you lose the opening initial, right, or it's going back and forth, it's kind of chaotic. At some point, you got to slow the game down and get your footing. All right, you got to get your footing. You got to know what can you push and what can you not push. And you know, I preach a lot about how you want to end Optic Gaming in a round when you can. Like when you have the man advantage, you need to work that man advantage as long as you can, and get those numbers. But one thing that Optic does so much is the clutch up, right?
Yeah.
You see a guy that's in a 1v2 that you think should be simple, or that he should die, and he clutches up in it, right?
Yeah.
Your advantage is you got to play him slow. Okay.
All right, Praise going toe-to-toe with Godplays. Godplays has his Lancer out. He's trying to weaken Praise, enough he can go with a shotgun. But Praise is not bothered. He goes into the 1v2, takes out Sleepy Town to Godplays with one Lancer on him. He finally gets a teammate here to help him out as Praise gets taken out by Speedy.
So it is halftime, so all power weapons off, and we're back to 12-second
Here we
respawn
go.
round.
Godplays getting pushed by two Optic players. He's able to get the down, full red, gets the kill. Godplays the double kill, taking out both explosives and mental. Godplays staying alive, extending the round.
You know, last year Godplays was one of our star breakout players, right? Where he was just the hottest thing on the Gears Pro circuit for a good amount of time. And then, you know, we heard in this video a little bit of him talking about his suspension and how he learned a lot from it. But now he's trying to get back to that form and get back to that, having that same confidence as well. But you need him, you know, you need him giving these Optic players a run for their money at all times. Also, same thing with Speedy and Rushies. The fights are big, and you see him getting a lot of kills in quick succession. But Mental, he's going to fall. Speedy was able to find 3. But couldn't get the last one on explosives. And he was the last man standing. Yo, right?
How can he shoot
Yo, look
so
how
fast?
red Sleepy was too in that engagement.
Jeez.
But Optic, they still stay on his home hill. Solars he's gonna go in and fight this one too as well. He knew it was no running away though, right? It's like, all right, I can't run for this. Got to see if I can at least get one.
That was a great fight. Great fight on both sides.
But you saw a lot of kills come out for Ghost Gaming, right?
Yeah.
We even saw some team kills in the mix as well, but that player could have been somebody who was already down. We don't know.
Yeah.
But it was also, but I saw a lot of double kills. When I see double kills in team fights like that, that means that you got a man advantage at a moment. At a moment, you got a man advantage somewhere. And how well did you take it?
I agree. Speedy missing 3 straight shots, gets taken out by Praise. Big gunfight happened, but Ghost Gaming landed on top in the middle of that gunfight. So we're going to see Sleepy Town rotate over to the D hill, where 2 players are Optic Gaming. They're currently holding it on defense, but Sleepy with the support fire, able to get some great damage in. Now Ghost Gaming with the number advantage, 3-2. They seem taking Wolfpack, same thing Optic Gaming has been so successful at, and here we are, all players dead in that hill.
But they need the rest of the hill. Praise in the advantageous position. He's just going to go for E in a hope that somehow the rounds get extended. But when all 3 of them guys die, those players are mid-map. There was no way they can safely get to any of those hills. And Ghost Gaming adds another one on the board. So Optic is going to get the first weapon placement of the half, which isn't a bad thing. Do they go to center map again? I think they do. Or do they want to? Ooh.
We're going to see. Boom shot.
Really?
They're looking to have less than a minute in average round time, because so far, if my calculations are correct, it's about, what, 56 seconds so far? Average rounds won.
Average round? What was the last one?
It was like 123, something like that.
123? Yeah, it's around there. Around 45 or something like that, I'd say.
We'll see if Optic Gaming can go ahead and pull away, because Ghost Gaming, they're still making it a fight. 3-4 and it's far from over.
All right. Let's see. You're going to see, but so Optic chooses to put the Hammerbirds down rather than the big power weapon mid-map. And I believe it's some more info in which they're trying to see, some more intel in which they're trying to get. But Ghost Gaming, they got loose. They won an opening initial. What can they do with it next? 2 kills in quick succession. But Optic recognizes it, right? And this is where all those players back out and start to be annoying. They're backing out. They're trying to use their spawn for protection on it. They're going to have teammates up soon.
Dinos with the double kill, taking out both explosives and summons. So domination is coming through for Ghost Gaming. Can Speedy stay alive? Yes, he takes out Praise with help support fire from Godplays, their latest pickup to this Ghost Gaming roster, replacing Ribs. Identims gets down as well in the home hill D, but Mental trying to make something happen for his
Identims made a great
squad.
play.
Oh,
he made a great play coming up that B cave, and he got a quick double. We didn't get a chance to see it, but that opened up the doors and that put the pressure on Optic, and the domination almost came through from Ghost as well. But Optic, they do what they do, and they manage to survive somehow in situations where it's just like, why won't you guys just roll over and die, right? But that's the championship mentality.
So Optic thought they were in the 2v2 and they pushed, but they found Godplays in the 3v2 scenario, but that didn't matter. They were able to take him out. So Speedy for Red trying to make something happen. Mental takes him out with a headshot. Mental and Co come out in the 2v3. Blaze, complete dominance from this team right now. Mental, your Gears 4 MVP in Season 1, making moves. Identims getting a kill on explosives in the home hill. That will be the cap.
All right, Sleepy got the hammer burst. Did he? Did he drop? Okay, somebody else had it. Still. But what you're gonna see them? They're set up. They got a 3-man, right? They got Speedy and Godplays. This is a good spread by Ghost, right? This is a beautiful spread for a 2-cap. And Optic, they're being patient. They got 4 smokes. That's 2. That's 3 thrown. They got explosive in the back with his lance route, calling out the damage. They lost a player, but the flank of the pitch comes through. The attack, the strategy.
Look how they attacked us. Look how they attacked us.
They got wide. They said
no shot. Sleepy time. Taken out by some of this great teamwork by Optic Gaming, taking their time, counting their numbers, and doing it right.
There's no guaranteed way to break that setup every single time. At least not one that I know of, right?
They did
but,
it.
Yeah, but you got to get those smokes out in key areas to stun the people that's going to be lancing you, right? And you got to take whichever opening you can find. They found an opening on both those players after they got it down, right?
Yeah.
Over there towards that BK.
That was pretty smart. That was a hard hill 2-cap off the spawn before
but
players down for Optic Gaming.
Ghost secures the round. It was looking grim for him, but they had the E-hill anyway. They had that hill, and now they tied up 4-4. So they get 2 rounds in a row. Let's see what does Optic Gaming want to do with this one.
The wins ain't pretty.
They were hovering.
They doing it.
They were hovering the boom shot over Pistons at one point, and I wouldn't be surprised if Explosives decide to do that and kind of group Ghost Gaming up in Pistons. So that way he'll have clear sight lines with his hammer burst if he wants to take that into account. And he's making a decision. He's like, which way do I want to go for it? And I do believe it's going to boom shot on Pistons. Oh, never mind. Actually, they do go. But I know what his thought process was. He was like, hey, let me get them all in Pistons, grouped up, get them in my sight lines. I get that hammer burst, and I do work, right? I get the damage in for my Slayers. But they're going to go set it up like they did in the first half and just try to win that opening initial.
Yes, sir. Here we are on Optic. Mental 12 kills so far, 8 rounds. Let's see if we can go ahead and get the first blood as a front spawn player on this team. So 2 players for Ghost Gaming running out of a Sleepy time. Gets a headshot on Mental. 3 players down for Optic Gaming right now. Sleepy falls for Ghost Gaming. Can Fraze do something big? No, he runs away.
Yeah, he's turning up now. You see
he
how
has to play extremely safe right now.
Also at the same time, folks. Incoming. Oh, that's what makes
time Fraze gets.
That's what makes him so good, right?
Oh, don't miss this.
Oh,
okay.
That guy was
already was.
So getting an early trip cap, early domination, like in a time span and Optic got in the first half, like 32 seconds on the second half, it's difficult. Those home hills are a little bit further out. Those 3 hills, technically, that triangle is a little bit bigger than it is in the first half. So I was to say, if you was to get a domination off the bat, it's going to be about 45 seconds. If it was a quick one, 45-second domination, but not nothing around the lines of 32.
Yeah. All right, Godplays gets another boom shot kill. Sleepy gets a kill as well. 3 kills out of the last, 4 kills straight for Ghost Gaming and 1 for Optic.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the 1 kill you needed. All right. Relieve the pressure a little bit. Reposition yourself. Because at that point, there you go. All right, now, with that guy going top tables, they say, hey, our opening mid-map is there. We know that he's going to be by himself top tables. Let's flood it. Not allow him to get away. Left Mental over there on the home hill by himself We'll see what the rest of the unit wants to do. They find the kill on Speedy as well.
Just smoking it out there. Praise. Reloads the shotgun. He pushes in for the kill. He sees 2 players running away from Ghost Gaming. God plays in his sights. He pulls out his pistol while on the wall. His teammates come. Gets the down. So in the 2v1, Praise with the shotgun out. They let him live to fight another day. Identity was taken out as well by explosives. So Praise with 15 kills caps the E hill. And Optic Gaming now has a 2-to-1 hill advantage. But a huge.
Yeah,
but they're down big when it comes to points. I'm sorry, that was
you
nice
good.
fight.
And you know, you see it. Ghost Gaming able to secure that home hill, and they're in a good spot. But Mental, he's still just chilling over here by his BK, right?
Yeah.
He's just like, hey, I'm good. Let me see what the rest of the team can do on the other side of the map. Also to see if they can get close enough to put themselves in a position through mid-map and through top tables to strike on Ghost Gaming's home hill. Also, typically you'll see some players cut through open and help Mental out. So he's been kind of waiting for that help as well. But you see the boom shot coming off a respawn. It's in the hand of that player. He's gonna get a kill with that boom. Now he's gonna slowly try to work his way up these stairs as well to get another one.
Optic Gaming is trying to go for the kill. If you take a look, they have complete map control. Mental completely dominating with his hammer burst support fire so far, but explosives now running in because they know that Identity is indeed weak, and Optic Gaming is going for the kill. So Solars gets the first kill of the push on Rushy. And if you hear that sound, Ghost Gaming, they can win it all. If Optic Gaming cannot get this domination right here, right now. Mental pushing in, you see a smoke grenade, he gets it down, and Ghost Gaming gets taken out by Optic Gaming in this round for the domination.
There you go.
That was a great push.
Yeah, that was. Optic puts another one on the board. And so the one thing I could say off of watching these initials, right, and watching these last 2 maps, if Rushies can get hot, you're in a good spot, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because he's your front spine. And it's just saying, you know, it's just waiting for him to get to that point where he's picking up those opening initials kills. And so, you know, and that's a good spot for him. But also at this time, you know, you see it's actually sleepy time on the Ghost Gaming side. It's actually running front spine, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
And that could be because the edge is actually, no, it's just, you know, Sleepy's running that front spine. That's just him. He's trying to put himself in a position, and it's just that he's in a good smoke spot. He's putting some damage in, but also by him being in front, he's taking the blunt of the damage. In the players that's on the ends on 2 and 3 spines, they're able to get those up A's and get into positions to get those booms. So
this is it.
That's 5 down. This is a good statement round for Ghost Gaming that this is gonna go down to the wire.
Boom shot is an answer speed.
And this should be like this. Like I said, it should be 45.
Optic stayed fun.
Yeah, they knew. What was that, 38? All right, so we know that, hey, 38, that was a very, very quick round, and that was a good job for Ghost Gaming. But Optic knew. They was like, all right, whatever. You got that initial. You know, it's cool.
Got another round.
You know, we got some more. Y'all want to go blow for blow? We can go blow for blow. But that's Optic Gaming just having such awareness on the map, knowing like, all right, okay, it's okay.
Oh, they're all very high awareness players.
Yeah.
They know what's happening at all times. They use their communication to actually paint that picture, as I said before, to their teammates. So they know everything that's happening, which is really good with this team. You have veterans that's playing at a high level.
But the one thing is about this Optic Gaming roster that is if you go strong, well, I can say typically against top 4 teams that their foundations are usually always close, right?
Yeah.
Because all the teams in the top 4 that they can play it. But this has been Optic's pretty much auto pick for the last, you know, that's been their first pick for a while that I can remember. In the 2Ks and at events, it's like, hey, we want to play on Foundation, right? We just want to play on Foundation. So you know that they're confident. And they got 4 quick kills. Identitas is the last one alive. Trying to find an opening, but he can't. Now, with it being 2 seconds added, I believe we're in 20-second respawn rounds now. Yes, we are. We're at 20-second respawn round.
Sees that Lancer fire with 1 player alone. He's able to almost down 2 players running to the D hill, but he runs away as he sees that 3rd player come in. So Sleepy picks up the hammer burst to see if he can make some plays.
All right, let's see. And actually, I take that back. We're in 8. Actually, no, I'm right. We are in 20 seconds. My fault. Me and the quick maths, man. It ain't working out. But you know, so everything's gonna slow down a little bit. You see the push stacking up for Ghost Gaming over there on the right-hand side. You got some Optic players in position as well. Optic trying to stop them. They will get it down over there as well. The quick res comes out. God plays is going to try to make an opening for Ghost to push through. Taking a lot of damage. He's going to call it out like, I'm weak, I'm going down, I'm going down. But it gave Speed the opportunity to push through. But now, this should be a quick 1v2, right?
Get your shots, baby. Oh, Summons turns around, gives God plays a nice chunk. He gets support from the background. But you know what? Summons isn't done yet. He sees one more player in sight. Identim's running away, pulling out his Lancer. Summons gets a nice shot on Identim's, taking him down to 48% health before downing him.
That's that good wolf pack, right?
That's great.
You know, yeah, exactly. You stay close to that one teammate. You know who's working with you, right? You know who has your 6. You put some shots in. If you get weak, you kind of roadie run back towards them to leave them for an easy shot on whoever just downed you or whoever just put that damage in on you. And now, top of the home hill, it's a fight. It's a bloodbath. Optic decapping it, looking to go match point, folks. But as I said, it's going to be a 1v1 for the E-Hill and a flank coming from Identis. Actually, so this is going to be a 2v2 fight. Identis trying to get some free shots in, knowing that he has somebody on his 6. But now he has 2 players on his 6. Not much you can do about that one. Sleepy can't get in position quick enough, and he backs himself in the corner.
Sleepy having to make a play. Has to force a fight. It's going to be a 1v2. So oh, Sleepy gets a kill on Mental. Oh, boom.
At first, I was going to say.
Sleepy Tom looking for the second kill, unable to do so. Swarm is dominating. That's why Sleepy looking for a fight. Optic runs away with their 6th win this map. One more round.
It's been a close one so far.
All right, why was that grenade so late?
It was mad late, actually. I was like, all right, who threw that one? Mark says, okay.
All right.
All right, that's gonna be huge. This is gonna be an important part. I believe that's gonna be Identis saying, hey, I want it. Put it in my hands, right?
Yeah.
So if you're calling out for it, I'm looking for you to make big plays. He won't be involved in the opening initial though. You're gonna see him cut right. Yep, we'll see if he picks it up. Actually, they're gonna have to negate it, right? Because the instants are that important.
Yeah.
You can't pick it up right away, but it's gonna be there for you in the late game, so it could be just somebody else on the team who's gonna pick it up. But if you put damage on Summons and you have a right-hand advantage, you need to take it quick, right? Because imagine if he took that fight a little bit quicker, he's able to get those instants. A boom's gonna come flying at him soon, though.
Identim was taking way too long in this 1v1 fight, trying to put out support fire to kill his opponent. But by doing so, it took way too long, and 4 players on Ghost Gaming are now down. Optic Gaming in an advantage.
At least he went to Optic's home hill, right? So he's going to have another 1v1 for a while. This is going to buy some time for his team. But Ghost Gaming needs to recognize that they need to go play for the E-Hill and not their home hill. Their home hill is not the play. Identis is just trying to buy time. And you know, he comes from the Instant Kings himself, which is Desnai. He comes off that team from that group. And you at least self-proclaimed Instant King in my book, you know, because he got the hottest hands on the circuit. I still believe, especially after everything we've seen him do last season. But this is a new season, and Vince is watching. He's like,
he's the king. Give him his clout.
You know,
he gets it.
I think Desnai is the best with the instants. I give it to him.
All right.
But the domination coming through from Optic.
And this is it, Blaze. Optic Gaming 1 second left. Nice.
Nope. Just a brief second. And they do come out on top. So yeah, for that one, I like how Identis tried to extend around. He tried to hold off as much as he could. Yeah. But when those players from Ghost came up, they had to prioritize that E-Hill rather than a home. Why? Because you got a boom shot in play. You got these players fortifying around this. You got to try to take the man advantage where you can find it.
And I want to see more from Ghost Gaming. When you have a roster full of complete dominant 1v1 players, you want to see those initials turn out the other way in their favor. Adding God plays, I thought that was what was going to happen.
Yeah,
but we've yet to see it. But
yeah,
you know what? This team is still growing.
Yeah, exactly. I think you said it perfectly. They're still growing. There's a lot more work on the ends of in a Ghost Gaming camp that needs to be done. They haven't hit their peak. It's not like they're playing at their peak and getting beat by this Optic Gaming team.
Yes.
Ghost Gaming hasn't hit that peak yet, so I will give that to them. But they got a lot of time to work on that.
And a lot of players are getting better. You look at the circuit, guys, make sure you visit San Diego because you take a look at players like Powers, Reshi's, Godplays. They're going to get better over time. This Optic Gaming roster is starting to look human now, so we're going to see what happens next. But Ghost Gaming, final thoughts.
My final thoughts on this one is that Ghost is just that they need to be more confident in their fights.
I agree.
And they need to just be as aggressive as they possibly can. And don't try to be as passive on that one. You know what I'm saying? You can't be passive in those situations. Also, work on stopping the quick picks. with the power weapons. You got to try to stop that. But overall, Optic looked like Optic. Same Optic that we saw in the last event.
God.
You know, I'm not going to gas them up any more than what you guys already have. They had a good day today. Because Ghost got to work on those few things, but they got a talented team up in that headquarters to try to fix those mistakes. He just needs to do it soon.
I agree. That last map definitely made me excited for the remainder of Season 2. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune in next time to Fight Night, and make sure you look in to see if you can pull off that extra day or two from work to go to San Diego. That is an event you definitely do not want to miss. But we're going to sign out right now. I am Veli. I'm here with Godblaze, and we'll see you next time on Fight Night.
Something's happening to me. For months now, I've been having these dreams. Nightmares. But I think they were messages.
It's your grandmother's? There's a place up north. I think we can find you answers there.
Where
are we going?
Back to where it all began. Are we the hunters?
I need to know the truth.
Or are we the prey?
She'd never be our enemy by choice. I know that. But what if it's not her choice? A necklace? That's a locust symbol.
I want it out of my head. I want it to stop. Katie. Mom! Cut me loose. Please.
Games play best on Xbox One.
Hmm.